facing the police every single day.
Detective Kuczynski, Charlotte County Sheriff's Office Major Crimes Unit. Today's date is August 8th, 2015. Time now is 10:12 p.m. With me is Detective Tuck, also at the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office Major Crimes Unit. This statement is a reference to case number 1508-003968, which involves a shooting that occurred at 3365 Westland Terrace, Port Charlotte, Charlotte County, Florida. The person being interviewed is white male Ian McGuire, date of birth of 2/1/1990, who resides at 3365 Westland Terrace. Is that correct, Ian?
It is.
Okay. Ian, prior to, after the incident, you were brought here to the Mid-County office. At that time, you did not want to provide a statement until you spoke with your attorney, Kevin Shirley, which Kevin Shirley came down here, and at that point in time, you still didn't want to give a statement. Is that correct?
That is.
Okay. Through the course of the investigation, it came to apparent that you were going to be arrested for aggravated battery. Was that correct?
That is.
And at that point in time, you decided to go ahead and cooperate and provide a statement to us without your attorney present. Is that correct?
That's true.
Okay, and at that point in time, you signed a waiver of search for your house and your residence.
I did.
Is that correct? Okay. Now, at this time, you still want to provide a statement to us?
I do.
Okay. First, I have a Miranda warning, which I want to read you your Miranda rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and have him with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questions if you wish. If you decide to answer questions without a lawyer present, you still have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. Do you understand each of these rights I explained to you?
I understand them.
With these rights in mind, are you willing to talk to us?
Yes.
Okay. What I'm going to ask you, this is a Miranda form. What I'm going to ask you to do is initial each to next yes, and I'm going to ask you to sign over his signature.
Just for the record, Kevin Shirley was contacted and a message was left for him again.
Great. All right. And I'm going to sign it also. Okay, got that out of the way. All right, Ian. Do you know the meaning of perjury?
It's not telling the truth or omitting the truth.
That is correct. In the state of Florida, perjury can be committed one of two ways. All right, while under oath, telling an outright lie, or purposely omitting or leaving out information to mislead us in our investigation. It is a crime in the state of Florida. If you found to perjure yourself, you can be charged with the crime of perjury. Do you understand that?
I do.
Okay. As a sworn law enforcement officer in the state of Florida, empowered to swear you in under Florida State Statute 117.10 for the purpose of obtaining a sworn statement. Will you permit me to swear you in?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand. Solemnly swear and affirm the statement you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Ian. We got a call, reference shots fired at your house.
I'm the one that made it.
Okay, you're the one that made the phone call. Reference to you shooting a burglar at your house.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and tell me what happened.
Okay, so I left my house because I saw on Craigslist that Boca Lupa was hiring for servers, so I went down there to put in an application.
What time was that at?
Probably, I don't know, 3 o'clock. I also had to deposit some rent money from the man that I rented a room to recently. It was about like $400. So I chose to carry my concealed handgun on me.
What kind of gun is that?
It's a Kel-Tec P11 at 9mm.
It's a Kel-Tec?
Yes, sir.
9mm?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you were carrying that when you made the deposit?
Yeah, well, I carried it the whole time. You know, like, and then when I went to do the application, when I went to go do the deposit, and then when I got back home.
Okay. Where did you make the deposit at? What
Huh?
bank? You said you made a deposit. Did you deposit it in the bank?
Yeah, it was at Suncoast, but I actually didn't get a chance to deposit it because I had to go and end up giving that money to someone I owed money to. So.
Who'd you owe money to?
Huh?
Who did you owe money to?
Well, I prefer not to go into that.
Well, it's part of it's all relevant with the case. So I mean, it's just going to make everything sound all together for you. Okay. We're here to help you, okay? So, more information you can give us so we can verify what's going on, the better off it's for you.
I just owed a friend money that was leaving town, and you know.
I don't care why you owe him the money. That doesn't have no bearing on it. But at least I can confirm what you did. I at least need to talk to him and see if he gave you money. So, who's the guy?
I mean,
hey, listen. Me and you have dealt how many times together? How many times have me and you dealt together?
a few times, man.
All right. Have I always been straight up with you?
Yes.
Okay. So, I never misled you. I never gave it to you wrong deal. I never screwed with you. I've always been upfront and honest with you from the get-go, right? So, same thing.
I gave it to Wanda Frias, but I doubt you're going to be able to talk to him because he's got an active warrant, so.
Okay. So you gave Juan the money, you Joe'd him. Cool, so what'd you do?
Huh?
Then what'd you do after that?
I went to Boca Lupa and I filled out the app and then I went home. And then when I got home, there was some strange scratching, yelling noises on my back door.
Strange what?
It was like prying, scraping, and then there was someone like making noises back there and shit. And then I looked out through the window and there was some dude back there, but I couldn't really see like because of the bush.
Okay.
And I thought maybe that it was the guy that I just rented the room to, Todd, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And like maybe he locked his keys out or something. Yeah, I didn't really suspect like someone was breaking in. So
Sure.
I opened the door and there's this dude there, you know, with a pair of gardening shears. And then as soon as he saw me, he took a swing at me, and then I put my hand up, and then that's when the shear, like scraped my hand and cut me. And then I pulled out my gun and I told him like to lay on the fucking ground, or I'd blow his head off. And then he like backed up, and then he like laid on the ground. And I pulled out my cell phone and I told him, don't move, because I'm calling the cops. And then when I pulled out my phone, he was like, I'm gonna kill you. And then he was trying to get up, like with the gardening shears again. And then I shot him 3 times.
Where'd you shoot him?
I'm not sure, man. I just pulled the trigger and it went off. But like I was aiming at it, aiming like right at him. And I couldn't really get like a firm grip, because I had the phone like in my hand. But the gun went pew, pew, pew.
Okay, you shot him 3 times?
I didn't want to get stabbed with the fucking shears, man.
Sure. I don't blame you. I'd probably do the same thing, right? When you told him to get down, all right, let me back up. You hear scraping at the door. You open the door. There's a guy standing at your door. What does he look like?
He was very thin, Hispanic, almost like pale skin. I think he had like a tattoo here.
Did you see what the tattoo said?
Not sure, man. The adrenaline really fucked with me bad.
Okay. So
like I can't remember a lot of details, but I just remember shooting him, and then I ran over and I got the shears away from him and I threw him on the couch.
Okay.
And then I proceeded, to finish trying to dial 911. And then I saw my neighbors like in the back were looking, and I was like, call the cops, call the cops. And then even as I was talking to the 911 lady, like on the phone, the asshole was still trying to get up and like charge me. It was crazy.
Okay.
Because I had to keep telling them, to like lay on the, lay on the ground. I honestly felt like that, like my life was in danger. Like this guy was gonna kill me.
All right. Fair enough. When you told him to get on the ground, how did he go to the ground?
Well, when I came outside, like pointed the gun at him, like he backed up kind of slow and he was like trying to kneel, and then he's like, I don't know, man, weird.
Did he go? Was he face down, or was on his belly, or on his back?
Well, the first time that he laid down, he was laying like face down, and then when he tried to get up and grab the shears again, like his knee was kind of under him, and then I shot him and he just fell like right back down.
How many times did you shoot him?
I think like 3, and then the gun jammed, and then I had to clear the jam.
Okay. So you shot him three times when he was trying to get up.
To stab me with the shears, yeah.
Okay. But he was laying on the ground. Where were the shears?
They were like right here. You know, like, okay, like he's here, and there's the well pump. You know, like on the porch.
Okay.
And then like on this side, you know, like here's the shears, and he was trying to like use the shears, you know, kind of like stand up.
Okay.
Because like he put his knee under him, and then he grabbed the shears like he was gonna get up. And I just wasn't gonna have any of that shit no more because, you know, like he already cut me with the fucking shears, and I just shot him.
Okay. So you shot him 3 times. Describe the shots. How'd you shoot him?
It's like bam, bam, bam.
So 3 right in succession? There was no pausing or anything? Okay, then what?
He laid on the ground after that, and you know, I was calling 911, and he was still trying to get up, and I had to keep telling him, you have to stay down. Then the lady on the phone told me just to exit the house, leave the gun in there, and then I just kneeled down, and the cops came and took me.
Okay. Did you recognize the guy that was trying to break in?
I've never seen that dude before in my life. The one cop told me that like he says that he knows me. I don't know maybe how he knows me. I mean, certainly not a friend. It might be someone I don't know, sold a lawnmower to or some shit like that. I don't know the guy, but he knew enough about my house to come in there and get tools, you know, like out of the shed, because like the whole porch was covered in tools or shit that like he took out of there. There was like a shovel and like an extension cord and.
Okay.
I mean, so he obviously had some kind of prior knowledge of my house. But see, like I just had that roof put on there last week, so maybe he could be like a construction worker. I don't know, but it was bizarre how that he knew that, you know, like I had a shed already there with tools to try and break into my house. Oh, and then when he was like laying on the ground, like he's like, "Oh, can I talk to you, man? Can I talk to you, man?" And this is, you know, after that I shot him. I think it's because he probably thought I was gonna kill him. And then he's like, I'm sorry, but my friend told me there was a lot of great shit here," and blah blah blah. I can't remember everything he said.
Do you have a lot of expensive property in the house?
A lot of guns.
How many guns you got?
Dude, probably over 30.
30.
You have a CCW?
Yes, ma'am, energy license.
And a what? I'm sorry?
An armed security license.
Okay. Are both of them valid to your knowledge at this
time? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what was the firearm that you used?
12-take P11, and it should be laying on the couch next to the kitchen.
And is that where you put it? Is that when you were walking back out for deputies and just...
Yeah, that was when I was walking back out. Yeah,
you have to say yes or no, sorry, because they can't.
Yes, that's when I was walking back out.
You threw it on the couch?
Or sat it. I
or
can't remember.
Whatever.
The adrenaline, I can't remember all the details because I was like really high from the adrenaline, you know?
Okay.
Like I was honestly fighting for my life that this guy not fucking kill me with a pair of gardening shears.
And where was those gardening shears prior to?
They were inside of the shed, and then hanging out like on a hook, and like with the rest of the tools that he'd taken out of there. They should still be laying on the couch where I put them after I took them from him. I don't know, man.
Do you know where you shot him at?
I know in his back because I saw that, but I don't know. That may have been the only time I hit him. I don't know, but I know that he did lay there after that.
What was he saying when he was laying there? Saying anything? Nothing?
That's when he said all that crazy shit about that his friend told him there was a bunch of great stuff in my house and he was sorry and can we talk about this, and I don't know. I wasn't really paying much attention. I was trying to call 911 because I wanted to get cops there.
Sure. What did the neighbors say across the street?
Well, it was kind of funny because when I told them to call the cops, they were like, "You call the cops," and that's because they don't like to call them. But I was like, "Fucking call them! I just shot somebody." And then that's when the lady, I think, pulled out her phone and then called the cops. The people like right back at me.
Okay. Was there a pipe involved in this?
I thought he was trying to swing a pipe at me, but it was just the shears because they were out like this the first time that he swung it. And then the second time they were closed up, and then that's when I got scraped on my hand when I had my hand out. He took a few good couple swings at me, like really quick.
With the shears? While they were open?
The first time while they were open, and I thought it was a pipe.
And where were you standing at that point in time?
I was just, like I opened the door and came out. Because, when I first saw him, like he was trying to open the door, I wasn't sure who it was. So then by the time that I walked and came into the door, he was like standing like in front of the couch right here, fucking like with the shears, and they were out like this. And then that's when he took the swing at me, and I backed up, and then he came with them closed, and was trying to hit me with it like it was a machete.
Mm-hmm. Did you come to the door with your weapon out?
No,
Did you draw it?
That's not what happened, dude. I didn't know who it was. I thought it was the guy who was in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So when I opened the door and I went out there, that's when that dude was there going all crazy.
Did he say anything to you then?
No.
He just started swinging shears at you?
The first time that he said something was when I made him lay on the floor and I said that I was calling the cops. And then he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And then that's when he got up or tried to get up, like with the shears. And that's when I shot him.
When do you realize that he has shears?
He had them the whole time, man.
Right, but when do you realize that that's what they are?
As soon as I came outside, he was holding them like this.
Okay, so you knew that it wasn't a metal pipe. You knew that it was garden shears.
When he swung it at me in the moment, you're not really thinking about things. Sure. I just, I can look back on it and know they were shears, but at the moment I came outside, I'm kind of befuddled. What the hell's going on here? And then I just see something swing at me.
But when he was on the ground, when you saw him prior to calling 911, could you tell? Is that when you got your hand cut?
No. That's when I first came outside, and then he swung the shears and they were open.
Okay, and that's when he cut your hand.
And then the next couple of times that he swung, it was a few times as I put my hand out. And he had them closed, and then the end of the shears scraped my hand up all like this.
Okay. And then he gets on the ground at some point.
At that point, that's when I pulled out my gun and I said, lay on the ground or I'm going to blow your fucking head off.
Okay. So at that point in time...
Then he laid on, here man, I'll explain. You guys are trying to get me tongue-tied. Then he laid on the ground and he had the shears like this. And I said I was calling the cops. I took out my phone.
Okay.
And he's like, I'm going to fucking kill you. And then he tries to stand back up and he's trying to use the shears and he's going to stand back up. But I know it's probably going to try and swing at me. And I just shot him 3 times.
Okay.
That's the end of the story.
So you saw that he had gardening shears prior to calling 911. Is that correct? That's all I'm asking you.
Ma'am, I may have made the mistake on the phone of telling them that it was a pipe because, you're trying to process a trillion fucking things at once. And the first time he swung at me, it looked that way.
That's it. There's no secrets to this. I'm just asking you a single question.
I didn't really fully realize they were gardening shears that he'd swung at me when they were open the first time until after I had the time to process it.
Sure, fair enough. When you contact 911, okay, they tell you, do they indicate that deputies are outside?
Towards the end of I was on the phone with her for probably a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Take me through that.
I said, ma'am, she's like, hello, it's 911. I said, ma'am, you need to get deputies in my house right away. Sure. I just shot a man that's trying to break into my house. I've just been attacked, and he swung a pipe at me. I don't know why I said that. Because I know one of the first thoughts when he swung at me, I thought it was a pipe.
Sure. Okay.
I don't know. It's very confusing when those things happen. Have you shot someone, ma'am?
This isn't about me.
I'm sure it's not going to be where you understand everything that went on.
Listen to me for a minute. What I want is for you to tell me the events when they tell you deputies are outside. What do you do after that? When
she told me there was deputies out front, she told me to put the weapon down and come outside and tell them that I'm not armed.
Okay.
And I came outside, I did that, I went like this, I sat on the ground, and they put me in handcuffs and they drove me here.
But explain it to me. How do you get out front?
I turned around from where does it happen, I go back to the door, I sat the gun down on the couch, and then I walked out the front. And right away, since I opened the door, there was a cop there, with an AR-15.
Sure. Okay, so you walk back through your residence out the front door. Was your front door open or was it closed? Do you remember? And if you don't remember,
I don't know.
that's fine.
I don't know. A lot of things went on. I can't.
That's
tell you.
fine. Okay, so in between, you put your firearm down on the couch.
I remember maybe throwing it there
Sure.
or putting it. I can't. Like, I'm still trying to take in everything that happened.
Absolutely. Okay. So then you go outside. Do you tell them who you are?
I said, I'm coming out, I'm not armed. Like, I remember, like, cracking the door and saying that, like, coming out, I'm not armed. And then he was pointing the gun at me, and then I was just like this, like, I'm not armed. And then they just, like I said, they came, they put me in handcuffs, they asked me who I was, and they took me here.
Okay. All right. So did you have a cell phone with you at the time?
Yeah, in my hand.
Okay. And you were talking to 911 the whole time?
Yeah, pretty much the whole time.
Okay.
Like, until that I walked out the front door. In fact, I was still talking with her as soon as I came out the front door, and then I sat the phone down, like, on the ledge. I didn't want them to think it was a gun or something.
Okay, absolutely. Okay. You still had the holster with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
They left that on me, and then when I came here, I was trying to sleep on the floor, and I
Did
realized it was still there.
Did the male that was the suspect in this, he never explained to you, besides saying that he heard you had good stuff in your house, what he was doing?
Ma'am, the only thing he ever told me was that I'm going to kill you,
Mm-hmm.
and that his friend had sent him there because there was a lot of good stuff, and mumbling some crazy shit, and can we talk about this?
Okay. And your shed, can you describe that? Is it a shed that's like a freestanding shed, or is it attached to your house?
Okay,
Tell me about it.
on the back of my house, when you come out, there's like a screen, well, it's not screened anymore, but there's like a lanai there, and connected to that, like, it's still part of the house, there's a shed, and there's a laundry room in it.
Okay. Is it kept locked? Is it open?
It's kept locked, and somehow he was in there.
It is kept locked? Okay, what do you normally have on it to keep it locked? Is it like a key lock or?
It's like a class lock that you go like this, and it comes over.
Okay, so do you use a key to lock it?
No.
Okay, so when you say it's kept locked, how do you get in it? Just opening it?
Yeah, you just, open and close the latch.
So is it fair to say anybody could open that?
Sure.
If they wanted to? Okay, so it's not actually locked, like with a padlock or a key lock or anything like that, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You indicated you'd never seen this man before?
Never in my life.
Okay. Do you know a kid named Anthony Rajo?
I do know that guy.
How do you know him?
Well, I've known him since working at Target.
Okay.
I haven't seen him in quite a while.
Okay. Did he ever introduce you to his brother?
No, ma'am.
He never introduced you to his brother at all?
He told me that he had a brother, but they don't talk because his brother's fucked up and always in jail.
Okay. What did he say his name was?
I can't recall, ma'am. Like I said, I probably haven't spoken to Anthony in over a year now.
Okay.
And the last mention I ever had was his brother, because he's estranged from the family, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
That they don't speak very much.
Okay. Why do you and Anthony not talk anymore?
He moved to Northport. His fiance doesn't like me, says I'm a bad influence.
Why would someone say that about
I don't know.
you? You don't know.
Makes a lot of problems when I try and go over there. She's always being a bitch, so I'm just like, fuck it,
So it was because of her that you guys don't hang out anymore or talk? Yeah. Okay. Do you guys know a guy named Julian that lives near Harbor in Gibraltar? Nobody named Julian?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Do you ever use any type of recreational drugs at all? Marijuana,
No, ma'am.
anything like that?
No,
Okay.
ma'am.
What about drinking? Do you drink ever?
Sure.
Okay.
Not on this day, and probably not for at least a week.
You haven't drank in a week, you said? Okay. So again, you don't know Anthony's brother.
No, ma'am.
You know how many brothers he has?
I mean, not really, ma'am. I know he's from Miami and from a big family, but I've never met any of them.
Okay. Can you get in to your house via that shed?
No, ma'am. No access.
Okay. And I want to go back. Can you, because obviously the tape, we can see what you're doing with your hand. Can you describe when he was holding the shears, how he was holding them trying to get up on the ground?
He had like the handle, and like he was using the front to push. You know, like he was on his knee like this, and he was just getting up with the shears.
Pushing himself up, like
He had his other hand there too, but
okay.
I just wasn't taking that chance that he was going to swing on me with shears again.
Okay.
Fuck that.
So, do you remember what hand the shears were in?
This hand. I guess that'd be your left.
Left. Okay, that's okay. What hand was your
But
firearm?
initially, you know, like, I mean, during the confrontation, he had them in both hands.
Sure. Okay. Are they big, small?
Yeah, they're
How
long
long?
ass shears like this.
Okay, how long are the
That's
blades?
why, you know, like when it folds out, you know, you could mistake it for a pipe. It's got like
Sure.
big wooden handles on it.
Okay. How long are the blades? Can you estimate
Oh,
that?
probably at least 10 inches.
Okay.
And the
your-
handle's at least as long.
10 inches also, you think?
Maybe 8 or 10. Yes,
Okay. Your firearm, are you right-handed, left-handed?
Right.
Right-handed? And is that the hand that you had your firearm in? Therefore, your cell phone was in your
Left.
left hand. Okay. Okay. Again, you've never seen this male before?
Ma'am, I swear I haven't seen him.
Okay.
When he was getting up from the shears, when he said he was pushing himself up, was he pushing himself straight up or something else? Was he on an angle? Can you remember?
I don't know, I just saw him getting up. I know that he had this hand here and he was getting up like this, like he was gonna come at me with the shears.
Which way was he?
He was like orientating himself like this way, and that's why he pushed the shears up to kind of come up like that.
So he was turning to the left at you?
He was coming like right at me, yeah, man.
No, if he's on the ground, he's not coming at you. My question is which way is he turning? You're saying he's pushing himself up?
He was pushing himself up like with the shears and turning at me like this to get up.
And you said before
And
something about
just
his
the
leg.
second prior to that, he said, "I'm gonna fucking kill you."
Okay.
So I took him on his word.
Mm-hmm. Sure. I think it is a viable threat. Sure. You said something about his leg before, when he was trying to get up.
Yeah, he put his knee under him. When he was getting up, it was like this, you know?
Can you show me?
Yes, he was laying, and then he got up like this, you know? And he got like with the shears there, and then like turning his body at the same time, like trying, like if you're standing here, here's this asshole doing that, getting
Okay.
up at me. I just
So when he was getting up, did he push himself straight up, or was he pushing and twisting at the same time?
pushing and twisting.
At the same time?
Yeah, so like he was turning at me.
Okay. And how far away were you from him on the ground?
I was close,
When-
man. I'd say
when you shot?
I'd be standing like almost here by your shoes, and
Mm-hmm.
here he would be. So like when he was turning, it was like he was gonna face me like that.
Sure, I get that, but how far do you think that was?
Oh, it'd be
3
like this.
feet, 10 feet, what is that? What do you think it is?
2 or 3 feet,
3 feet, okay. How tall are you?
5, 10.
Okay.
I know that in my mind, I thought that he could easily reach me, like with those shears from there. So I felt my life was in danger.
Sure.
I felt like I had no choice.
Okay. When you were standing and he was on the ground, was your arms fully extended with your weapon?
I only
Close
had the
to-
one hand
close
on
to
it.
your body? How were you?
I had my one hand on it. Normally, like I'd hold it like this, but
Mhm.
I couldn't because of the cell phone.
Sure, I get that. Were you
And
fully extended out, or were you short armed in?
this is getting where it's kind of fuzzy. I want to say my hand was like this because I remember the first time that I went off, like it canted me back, because of the recoil. And then after that, it was like and got a little closer to me. I remember that.
Okay.
I know it was one-handed because I was trying to talk on my cell phone, or trying to call the cops or whatever the fuck I was doing. It's hazy, man, because all the adrenaline, I just can't recall all the details.
Do you remember what he was wearing?
I think he was wearing a sweater, and I know he was wearing shorts, white shorts. I think they were plaid.
Okay.
All I remember is like the tattoos. Because I remember the tattoos. I remember the pale face, just very thin. That's what I remember of him.
Okay. When you got home, was your front door locked?
Yes, I always lock my home. I lock the back door and the front, and I always have both of the gates locked.
Okay. What are the gates locked with? Is it like a key lock or?
Well, they both lock from the back.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's like a padlock, and I think like on the one gate, like it's got like the padlock thing, and like where the ring comes through it. And I think I just have like a bolt through there, but the gate's so high, like you can't reach over and do it. And then on the other gate, it's closed like that, and then there's wire wrapped on the backside, so there's no way to open the gate from the front.
Okay.
Or a way to reach over and unlock it. Like you'd have to jump the fence and do that.
And how tall is your fence?
It's a 6-foot privacy fence, ma'am.
So it's good
Yes,
height.
and it goes all the way around the back of the property.
Okay.
For him to have gotten back there, he would have had to jump the fence.
Okay. When you dropped your application off at Boca Lupo, did you give it to someone?
The bartender will tell you I was there.
The bartender?
I don't know her name. She was in a red shirt and she's got black hair. She asked me if I wanted to drink, and I was like, no, I just want to do this application.
Okay. When you shot him, was it a consecutive boom, boom, boom?
Yeah, I already told you all that. It was like boom, boom, boom. It was fast.
It was quick. Okay, how many seconds?
The only
do you think
thing
it was?
that made me stop shooting him was that the gun jammed.
Okay, so would
It
you have
was
shot him
reflexive,
further?
ma'am. The guy, I felt like he was trying to fucking kill me, and I just shot him. It's as simple
Okay.
as that. I don't know what you guys want me to say.
Let's say what just happened, and it just
Exactly.
we're just trying to cover everything to make sure we understand what you're saying. Okay.
It wasn't like I was callously trying to shoot him multiple times. I felt like I was about to be stabbed to death, and I didn't want to be stabbed to death, so I shot him.
Okay. So you got to look at some point. Well, we're looking at the guy shot in the back, so we have to make sure that this is good, that it's not bad, and that's what our job is.
I wasn't gonna let him finish getting up off the ground and engage me again. I don't know I'm gonna win. Just because I have a gun doesn't mean I'm gonna win.
Sure.
When I was in security school, they taught me shoot till the threat's neutralized. That's what I did.
Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, I'm sorry it happened. I don't know what you want me to do.
Let me ask you a question. Why would Anthony tell me that he introduced his brother to you?
I don't know, ma'am.
Because that male tonight was Anthony's brother, Andrew.
I haven't met him, ma'am.
And he told me that he had introduced you guys on several different occasions.
If that's what he said, that's not true.
Why would he come up with that and say that?
Maybe he's defending his brother. I don't know.
Before he even knew what had taken place, he had said that you guys knew each other.
I don't know him, ma'am.
Okay, so you did not invite this male over to your residence?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, ma'am.
So he, at any point in time, was this male
Invited there?
inside of
Absolutely.
your residence? Regardless if you invited him or not, did he step foot inside of your residence?
I don't believe so, ma'am.
No? Okay.
All this took place from the door jam, from there onto the back porch, but it's still inside my house, basically. I mean, it's part of the house.
Right, okay.
He was attempting to gain entry into my home.
Okay.
Did he ever get up and run?
He was trying to get up after I shot him, but he wasn't moving. I had to keep telling him to to stay put and to wait for the cops to come. I was like, stay the fuck down, don't move. And he was still trying to like get away, I guess. But he wasn't going nowhere, dude.
Did you ever tell him not to say anything?
No, ma'am.
You didn't say, don't say shit or don't say anything?
I may have told him shut the fuck up and stay there or something like that.
Okay.
I don't remember all the things I yelled at him.
That's fine. When you looked out the window prior to this incident happening, you hear something, you look out the window. Do you see anything in this guy's hands?
I just heard that scratch and stuff, and then I looked out the window, and because there's a gardenia bush there, but on the bottom, it's not covered, but at the top, you can't see. So I only saw half the body. I thought it was the guy I just went in the room to. Maybe he locked his keys in or some shit and was trying to get in,
But where does your roommate work?
Todd, he's a manager at Waffle House.
Okay.
Jones Loop.
And you had indicated to us that earlier that your roommate got home at 9 o'clock. So you had knowledge that he got home at 9. So
he has a lunch and things like that.
Does he normally come home for lunch?
He comes home during the day. He's a general manager. He can leave and go wherever he wants.
Okay. So you never saw a weapon at that point in time in this guy's hands?
No. I could only see half of the body from about, I don't know, waist down.
Okay.
I just remember seeing like a pair of shorts like this and a pair of legs and someone finagling me with the door. I thought, oh, maybe Todd locked his keys in his car or some shit. He's trying to get in. I don't know.
So at that point in time, at that point in time, you were not in fear enough to where you felt you needed to contact 911?
Ma'am, I did not draw my weapon until that guy swung on me with the thing. It happened so fast.
Okay. Was there anyone else at your house when this happened?
There was no one there, ma'am.
Okay.
Just me and him and God.
Why'd you think it was Todd?
Well, I mean, who else would be at the house, I mean...
Did you see Todd's car out front when he got home?
I mean, I wasn't really paying attention when I got home. You don't suspect armed burglary when you just walk into your house.
No, of course not.
It didn't occur to me he's not off till 9, so, you just look out the window. I guess maybe Todd locked his keys in there, I mean, I don't know.
But
my brain processes shit like that.
You went through a security school, right? You got your G license. They taught you about weapons and dealing with the threat and dealing with all that other stuff. And also part of being law enforcement and security, part of your job is being observant. I know when I go home, I know what cars are parked on my street or what's parked in my driveway, especially people that live with me or family members. So I'm gonna say it.
I didn't take note whether his car was there or not, sir.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Did you notice any cars or any other vehicles there? Bikes, anything like that?
I wasn't really looking, ma'am. I just pulled in. I mean, I was going to go and change my clothes and go to work. I wasn't in that mindset of what the hell's going on in my front driveway.
Sure.
And I know Todd's had some trouble with his car with the front end being fucked up, so it didn't really seem odd that he might not have his car.
Okay. When was the last time you seen Todd?
Todd, I think he was at my house the day before last. He's been going through some problems with his wife. That's why I had to move in.
Yeah. Did you see him today? Did you see him, Saturday? Did you see him Thursday?
I think the last time I saw him was today. Today's
Saturday.
I think I might have saw him Thursday night. I work late nights, so I don't know, man. I don't really keep track of the dude. I just wanted to pay rent.
Okay.
What kind of car does he drive?
A blue Volkswagen, and then he's got that Chevy, or not Chevy, what is it, a Z5, whatever the fuck that is, and it's gray, and it's got the front end messed up. And so he's been borrowing the blue car from his son, his stepson, and I don't know.
Okay. Your back door, does it swing out or in?
It swings out.
It swings out, okay.
When you were yelling at your neighbors behind you to call 911, did you tell them anything that happened other than you just shot somebody?
I said this guy was trying to rob me and I shot him. Well, because, I told him to call the cops, and then she's all like, well, you call the cops. And I was like, call the fucking cops, I just shot this guy who was trying to rob me.
Did you ever say about something about stabbing you?
I don't know. I honestly can't remember everything I said, man. I had so much fear and adrenaline, you know, going on that, you know, it's hard to process all that.
Sure.
I just remember asking her to call the cops and then having her be a bitch, and I was like, you know, can you please fucking call them? It's very important.
When you say he was trying to rob you, why do you say that?
Because it was obvious he was trying to break in my house and steal things. I mean, even with the adrenaline going on, I realized that from going out back and seeing all my tools thrown everywhere and the back door fucked up. And then him trying to swing on me with stuff, you know?
Okay.
When you got home, when you got home, did you unlock your front door?
I think so, yeah.
Did you feel, was it a deadbolt or is it just a twist lock on the doorknob?
There's a twisty, but I always use the deadbolt because that's more secure.
Did it feel like it was? Did it feel like it was?
I'm pretty sure it was locked, sir. I mean, I try to do a good job on that.
Okay.
To avoid problems like this.
Right. After Boca Lupo, did you go anyplace else?
Just home. I met Juan, then I went to Boca Lupa, then I went home, and all the crazy shit.
So no stops in between Circle K, gas station?
Straight home, man.
Straight home.
I had to be ready to go to work at 5, and I wanted to be able to change clothes and relax a little bit.
Okay, where are you working at?
Hurricane Charlie's.
Oh, okay. What are you doing there?
I bus tables and I run food.
Okay.
I'm good. I don't have anything further.
Is it possible that you were telling your neighbor behind you that he tried to stab you?
Maybe I might have said he was trying to stab me or rob me. I thought I said rob. I don't know. I'm getting things confused with what I told the 911 lady and.
Sure. Listen, we understand it. It's a lot of it's 4 seconds.
Yeah.
That's a lot of shit going on in 4 seconds. We get that. We understand that. How fast this can turn and be bad and go bad quick. We get that.
I don't know. I'm sure as a few days goes by, I'll remember more.
Sure.
Because I was talking to some of your neighbors. Some of them heard a couple shots in succession. Some of them heard them gunshots in between. There was like a little pause. So when you fired,
It was fast. It was bam, 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 because I remember the gun being either like this or like this. I'm not sure if I had it extended or maybe a little kink, because it wasn't my normal shooting stance, because I had the phone, had the gun.
okay.
And I remember shooting it and then having the recoil, like, push the gun back almost to here, because, when I fired it, it recoiled.
Was your gun cantered to the side or were you straight on?
I remember when it first started, it was like slightly canted, and then by the time I finished, it was like this. I remember that.
Okay. Did you move at all, or were you stationary when you were shooting, or were you moving? Or you don't?
I might have stepped back a little bit,
Did you move left or right, you think?
I don't think so. I might have stepped back. I might have maybe stepped back. I don't think I moved left or right.
Can you show me where your holster was?
On my side,
Was it outside visible or inside your pants?
inside concealed.
All right. Everything you so far you told us today was the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Anything that you want to add, change, or delete from the statement you just provided?
That's it, man. That's what went on.
Cool. Time now is 10:56 p.m. This will include our statement.
I'm Detective Jeanette Tuck of the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Along with me is Detective Buczynski with the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office.
Can you tell the nurse to bring my medication, please? I can't do it anymore. It hurts.
Okay, honey. All right.
It really does.
This is in reference to
Accident
Charlotte County
collision.
Sheriff's Office case number 1508-003968 and deals with a shooting that occurred It's going to be on the 8th of August. I'll be taking a sworn tape statement from, first name is Andrew, middle name Jonathan, last name spelling is Robert Adam John Ocean. His address is currently in Charlotte County, but it is unknown. His date of birth is 8/15/91. Just for the record, he is requested to go by Jonathan at this time. Do you have a phone number, Jonathan? You don't have a phone number? Okay.
It's too soon to give you your pain medicine. When they're done, about 10:30, we should be able to give it to you. I know. It just hurts to talk.
hurts.
Just breathe.
It hurts
I know.
so bad.
I know. It's going to.
Will that pillow help him at all? or-
It braces his belly
Okay.
when he puts it across his stomach.
Do you want that pillow on your belly at all, Jonathan? No? Okay. All right, Jonathan.
I'm good with you.
Can you state your full name and date of birth for me?
Thank you, Jonathan Rahul. August 1591.
Okay. Do you know the meaning of perjury? Can you talk a little bit louder for me, hon?
I don't.
You don't. Okay, it's lying. Okay, perjury can be committed in one of two ways. One by telling an outright lie, the other if I ask you a question and you knowingly leave out all or part of the truth from your answer. Any way to mislead or deceive our investigation, okay? Do you understand what I've told you about perjury? Okay, and you understand that it's a crime in the state of Florida if you are found to have perjured yourself during an interview?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to read you your Miranda rights, okay? If at any time you don't understand them, I need you to let me know, okay? Do you have a new card? I have the old one.
Ow.
I know, hon. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning. You may also waive the right to counsel, your right to remain silent, and you may answer any questions or make any statements you wish. If you decide to answer questions, you may stop answering questions at any time to consult with an attorney. Do you understand what I've told you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And with these rights in mind, do you wish to speak with us in reference to what happened, hon?
I can't do another time. I'm hurting.
Okay.
I'm hurting too much right now.
Okay. What I'm trying to get from you, hon, is just kind of a quick rundown of what happened. Okay. Okay. Just breathe, okay?
I'm trying.
I know you are, hon. You're doing a good job, okay?
I'm really am trying.
She said you got about 15 minutes before you can get anything else, okay? Do you mind talking to me briefly until she gets that medication?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Well, I need a yes or no, hon. Do you mind a...
Sure.
Okay. All right. Jonathan, from my understanding, obviously we're at Lee Memorial right now, and you're in the trauma intensive care unit. Can you tell me what took place the other night? What happened? How did you get here?
I don't remember.
You don't remember anything? What do you remember?
Walking to the back and getting shot.
Walking to the back? Of where?
To the guy's building. I was going back there because he wouldn't answer the front door.
Did you knock on the front door of his house? You did. Okay. Was there a car outside when you knocked?
No.
No? Okay. Why were you going to that person's house?
To see what was owed to my brother.
Okay, what's your brother's name?
He stole from my brother, Anthony.
Anthony? What did he steal from your brother?
A bunch of equipment and tools. And no, it's not like I was going to go back there and re-steal him. I wanted him to get back to him.
You wanted the person... Do you know who lives there? You don't know who lives there?
But that was just the tip that I got that stayed there.
Did the guy stay there?
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you get to that house?
Give me a second.
Take your time.
Henry, can I see your arm? I just want to see your bracelet, that's all.
A friend of mine.
A friend of yours took you there? Okay.
There we go. 43891.
So, do they drop you off in front of the residence?
Yeah.
They do. Okay. Do they wait for you?
No, I didn't understand that.
You what?
That's what I didn't understand.
You didn't understand that they didn't wait for you?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the friend's name?
James.
James what?
Ferreira, I think. I don't know.
Ferreira?
I'm not too sure his last name.
Okay. And does he live with you? No.
No, my son hurts so bad.
I know, honey. You got about 12 minutes. Okay, and then she can
Can I
give
have
you
some
medicine.
water?
Yes.
May I? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Have some water.
Thank you.
You need help with it, or you got it? It's okay. There's,
Oh,
okay.
that was cold.
Do you want me to get you a towel, hon? Can you use this right here? Use that and wipe yourself off. There you go. Okay? So you go to the back of the residence. How do you get there?
The fence was opened.
The fence was open? Okay. When you get to the back of the residence, what do you do?
Wait for somebody to come around.
Say it again.
We're just knocking.
You were knocking where?
The slider.
On a slider?
The slider door.
Okay.
To get somebody to come outside.
Okay. Was the
So
when
we
you
can
say a
talk.
slider, is it
The
glass?
the glass sliding door.
What are you doing?
Are you sure that there was a slider back there?
Go get it.
Huh?
Are you sure that there was a glass door back there?
Let go. There we go. Pull your hands up. Up on top of the blanket.
I
There
don't
we
know.
go. Where you
I
go?
was just right now. I'm so hurt. I like,
Did anyone answer that door, Jonathan?
yeah.
When you knocked on the door, someone answered it?
When I had my back turned,
Okay, why did you have your back turned?
because I was gonna leave.
Okay. Can you remember what type of
Okay.
area you were in, honey?
It was in the woods.
You look like it would. The back looked like you were in the woods.
Yeah, there was like one house back there. Oh my god. I'm hurting so
I know
bad.
you are.
I understand.
Okay. When you say you were turning to leave, explain that to me.
I just heard gunfire.
Okay. Did you go in in the shed that you were trying to get the tools?
No, I didn't even know there was a shed there. I was wanting him to get it. So he gets my brother.
Okay.
I didn't want to do none of that.
So you knocked on a door?
Yeah.
Okay.
I should have probably just waited. Or left my number. But
And what did the guy look like that answered the door? Do you remember?
I can't remember. I'm like that.
When you say you blacked out, do you remember why you blacked out, honey?
Lack of blood?
Huh?
Lack of blood?
Okay.
Leave it alone.
So you don't remember when he answered the door what he looked like?
Oh, so
No, man.
I told her that I would tell her.
Okay. When he opened the door, did you see any type of weapon? No? Did you have a weapon in your hand?
Oh, no. I don't remember it. No, I don't. I had no gun on me. No.
Did you have any type of other instrument? Any pipes? Any scissors? Anything?
No, I had my knife on me, but I always had my knife on me.
Okay. Were you trying to pry that back door open?
No.
Okay. Did you have, had you gone, did you see a shed back there?
No.
You didn't see a shed back there?
No.
Okay. So had you taken any tools out of a shed?
No.
Okay. So you see a male, do you know if he was white or black?
I don't remember.
You don't remember. Okay, he opens the door.
Probably black.
And what happens?
He started shooting.
Okay, where are you at this point in time?
My back's turned.
Your back is turned. Are you trying to leave? Is that a yes?
That's,
Yes, okay. So at any point in time, do you come at this male with any type of weapon?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No, hell no.
Okay, and when I say weapon, Jonathan, I mean any type of like scissors or anything like that, any metal pipes, anything.
Oh. No.
Okay. When you were
Nurse.
she was just here, honey. You got 7 minutes, okay?
Oh,
Yep.
God.
Okay, 7 minutes.
Oh, God.
Okay. When you got shot, do you remember where you got shot?
He's not too alone.
No.
You don't remember? Do you remember hearing how many shots?
Few.
How many?
A few.
A few. Is that 2 to you, or could be more?
Could be more.
Okay.
My stomach hurts
I know,
so
sweetie.
bad.
You're almost there, okay?
I'm almost there.
You're almost there.
Pain.
I know you are.
Pain.
What
do I do?
I know, sweetie. You got 6 minutes now, okay? So just bear with it, okay?
Try to breathe through it.
I'll try.
Do you want this pillow on your tummy?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Okay, hon. Do you fall to the ground when you get shot?
Yeah.
You do? What does the male say to you that shot you?
He's like stay on the ground.
He said stay on the ground? Okay. Does
Like,
he...
He had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
And then I tried to explain myself to him. He was like, shut up.
All right. Did he shoot you again after you tried to explain yourself?
Yes. He shot me. He shot me in the leg. And the doctor said I got shot 5 times.
Okay. Were they you know what consecutive means, where it's like boom, boom, boom?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it consecutive, or did he wait and shoot you again?
It was talk, boom, talk, boom. He was talking and...
So there was a pause in between?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you doing at this point in time?
Just laying there.
You were laying on the ground? Okay, do you ever see him go in and start taking any items from somewhere?
What are you doing, Mr. Henry?
Okay, did you notice anything on the... Were you on a porch or anything?
Yeah.
You were? Did you notice any type of furniture on that porch?
That's gonna hurt.
No.
You don't want to hurt your penis,
No?
do you?
Okay.
Let's not
So
do
you
that.
didn't notice a couch or if there was anything on it?
No,
Take that
no.
out of
Okay.
ya. Maybe get rid of that. You can put it in condom cabinet.
Did your brother drop you off, hon? Jonathan, I need to know the truth, hon. Did Anthony drop you off there?
Have you talked to my brother?
Yes.
You have to stop
Anthony
pulling
dropped you
on
off
that.
there. Okay, fair enough, honey.
Help me
All right.
cover it back out.
I need to know,
It'll never work again.
did you have any type of weapon in your hand when that male answered the door?
Maybe the little small knives.
You might have had a knife?
I know, right?
Okay. Are you sure that you had a knife or no?
That's
Well, I
it.
don't remember.
Did you have
I
any
had
type
it
of crowbar?
yesterday
Were you
after
trying to
Oh,
open
no.
his door?
No, I don't know one.
It
So
was
were you
good.
trying to force entry into his
Yeah.
home,
You're doing
Jonathan?
good. So, yeah. You were pretty sleepy last night. I think you gave them a run for their
You-
money.
You gotta say yes or no.
You gotta say yes or no.
You can't nod
Did
your
you eat some
head.
breakfast this morning?
No.
You were not trying to forcefully enter his
No,
home?
I didn't have a crowbar.
Did you have any type of other tools that you'd be trying to enter his home with?
No.
Any type of gardening shears or scissors,
No.
a shovel,
Your family will be by at some point today.
anything like that? Did you take gardening shears, shovel, any items,
No.
tools out of a shed?
No.
Okay.
You don't know.
Jonathan,
All right.
when Detective Tuck asked you if you forced entry into the house, you shook your head yes. I said when Detective Tuck asked you if you forced entry into the house, you shook your head yes.
Yeah.
You made the notion of yes,
Hang tight here
then
in
you
the
said
hospital
no.
with us for a little bit, okay?
I need you to be honest with me, honey. Were you trying to force your
Can we
way?
fix my pain
Think so.
first?
We'll fix your
Pull it
pain.
yourself, okay?
The nurse will fix your pain here in about
You
3
got
minutes.
3 minutes. Okay.
Were you on drugs that day? When
No.
was the last time you used drugs?
After I got out of jail.
How long ago was that?
3 months.
You've been clean for 3 months?
Honey, you have dope in your system right now.
For real?
Yes, you got to be honest
But
with
they
us,
gave me
okay?
that
No.
here.
No. Not cocaine and stuff like that. And weed and things.
Ketamine.
Okay. Jonathan, we've got to get the truth from you, hon, on what happened. Okay?
Right, wrong, and indifferent. We need to know.
This is a big deal, hon. You've got several gunshot wounds. Okay? So if you went over there, you know, to get your brother's stuff back, I understand. Okay? Was it right? Maybe not.
I
but
really was. So.
okay, that's fine. But what I need to know is, did you try to force entry into that male's house?
No, the door was locked.
The door, how do you know that?
Because I knocked on the door and then I tried opening it.
Okay. Did you have any tools in your hand, Jonathan?
No.
Did you go to the shed and get any tools?
No.
Okay. Can you tell me where the washer and dryer were located?
I don't even know he had any.
Okay. Do you remember seeing a couch anywhere?
No, ma'am.
Okay. When the male answered the door,
Did you see any animals? You need a yes or a no answer.
No, sir.
You didn't see any animals.
No, sir. No, sir.
okay. But when you went into the backyard, you said it looked like you were in the woods?
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't, you got 1 minute. 1 minute, okay? You've gotten this far, hon. You're doing good.
What are you doing?
Did you make any statements to anybody saying you were going to go rob anybody?
You're getting cold. I'll get you a blanket.
You having a problem with your girlfriend or a girl you were dating?
No.
Or a girl you like?
Jonathan, honey, we need you to be honest because we've talked to everybody at this point in time, okay?
No.
Were you having an issue with some female?
No.
You didn't ever indicate to anybody that you were going to go rob someone?
Oh, no.
Okay.
You guys are putting stress on me.
You what, hon?
You guys are adding stress on me.
I know, hon. I know we are, and I apologize,
It's
okay? But we want to make sure what happened, okay? I mean, you're sitting here with a lot of gunshot wounds, and you're a very young male to have that happen to you, okay, hon? We'll relax for right now. What do you have an issue with us taking buccal swabs from your mouth? It's 2 swabs in your cheeks.
What's that for?
It's DNA.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So I just want to ask you one more time. At no point in time did you have any weapons in your hand. Did you swing anything at the male when he opened the door?
No.
You didn't try to swing any pipes?
I said, I might have like a little knife like this, and
Okay.
my pocket knife.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
But you didn't have any shears, any metal pipes, nothing? Did he say anything to you when he shot you?
No, he just shot me.
He just shot you. And were you trying to leave?
Yeah.
Okay, why didn't you say to him why you were there?
I don't know.
Did you have the opportunity?
I didn't think I did.
Or did you get scared?
I got scared.
Okay. All right. Detective Buchinski's going to take the buccal swabs from you, hon. Okay, I'm gonna stop the tape for right now, and we'll come back and revisit it again because I know you're not feeling well. Okay. Has everything you told me today been the truth? Can you say yes or no, honey?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
The time is now 10:31 a.m. on August 10th, 20. I'm Detective Jeanette Tuck of the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Along with me is Detective Doug Coleman, also with the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, both with the Major Crimes Unit. Today's date is going to be August 13th, 2015. The time is 12:47 p.m. Going to be located at Lee Memorial Hospital, Cleveland Avenue in Lee County, Florida. Here in reference to Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, case number 1508-003968. Deals with a shooting that occurred on August the 8th, 2015 on Westland Terrace. I'll be taking a sworn tape statement from subject Andrew Jonathan, spelling his last name is Robert Adam John Ocean. He goes by Jonathan. Date of birth is going to be 8/15/91. His current address is 21630 Augusta Avenue, Port Charlotte, Charlotte County, Florida. Do you know your phone number by heart, sweetie?
I know Ashley's number.
Okay, go ahead with it.
It's 941 525 4355.
4355?
Yeah.
Okay, 941-525-4355.
Yes. You need my mom's number?
I have your mom's number, but you can give it to me if you want.
Okay, it's 941. I just memorized this new. This is the new number. 803. Wait, it's right there. 803 8833, I think. But hold on, don't write it down just yet.
Okay, actually, your mom had called me this morning, so I will have it right here.
answer this?
Yeah.
Hello? Hey. I'm in pain. I'm talking to the detectives right now. They just got here like a few minutes ago.
806 number?
806
6888.
I'm talking to the detectives right now. They just got here. Like, no, the detectives.
Perfect.
Yeah, you just call me back in like an hour or so. Yeah, alright, just call me when you get off work. Alright, love you too. Alright, bye.
That's your mama?
My sister.
Oh, your sister. Okay. All right. The number that we have for mom is 941-806-6888.
688, yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. Is that information correct, Jonathan?
Yes.
Okay. And just for the record, you're okay with me calling you Jonathan?
Yes.
Okay. Can you state your full name and date of birth for me?
Andrew Jonathan Rajo, birthday is 08/15/1991.
Okay. All right, Jonathan, I explained to you off tape that I would be reading you your Miranda rights, okay?
Yes.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and have him with you during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering at any time. And you also have the right to stop answering questions at any time until you talk with a lawyer. Do you understand
Yes,
the
ma'am.
rights? Okay. And do you still wish to talk to us in reference to this case?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to write yes on both of these. I need your initials right here, honey, stating that you do understand them and that you wish to speak with us. Initials right there and right there. And then your signature right down there. Or right there. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Right here, honey.
Well, you want me to print or signature?
Your signature.
It's kind of sloppy.
That's
I gotta
okay.
work on it. I got a happy face in it though.
Very nice. Thank you. Okay. Do you know the meaning of perjury, Jonathan?
No.
Perjury is lying. Okay, you know the difference between truth and a lie?
Yes.
Okay. Perjury can be committed in one of two ways. One, by telling an outright lie. The other, if I ask you a question and you knowingly leave out all or part of the truth in your answer. Any way to mislead or deceive our investigation. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Perjury is a crime in the state of Florida. Do you understand what I've told you about perjury?
Yes.
Okay. As a law enforcement officer in the state of Florida, I'm empowered to swear you in under oath, pursuant to Florida State Statute 117.10 for the purpose of taking this sworn tape statement. Prior to, I'm going to have you sign that as a witness for me, please, sir. Prior to me doing that, I just do want to ask you, right now, do you feel that you are thinking clearly, you're obviously coherent in a good frame of mind? Okay. Do you permit me to swear you in under oath pursuant to Florida State Statute 117.10 for the purpose of taking this?
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand. You swear affirm that statement and or testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
Okay, go and put your hand down. Okay, Jonathan. Now that we got all that out of the way. Okay, hon.
I don't know why I said so help me God. I don't know where I got that from.
You what?
I said so help me God.
So that's all right. That's no big deal. That's not the worst thing we've ever heard. Okay. Obviously, you are in the hospital. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Take me back. Tell me how you got here.
How I got here?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went to go visit a buddy and I went to knock on his door. Actually, I noticed, Anthony told me that he lived right down the road from where I was staying at.
Okay.
So,
Who is this buddy?
Ian.
Do you know his last name?
No, I don't remember his last name.
Okay.
But he told me he was staying down the road, so I ended up rolling a joint. I was gonna go up there and smoke with him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I went over there. I knocked on the front door. Anthony dropped me off. I knocked on the door, and then I heard commotion in the back. Like I heard people talking back there. So I'm me thinking he's back there, which I should have called before I came over, or found his number somehow before I went over there, because all this could have been avoided. But I went back there, and I heard the door close. I knew there was somebody in the house, so I went and I knocked on that door. I knocked on that back door.
Okay.
You know, and then I stood there for like, I want to say like 4 to 5 minutes, or not even that. Then I just turned around and just went about my business. Just was gonna walk back home because I lived like right down the road, you know. And then all of a sudden that he comes bolting out that freaking back door, and it just starts just blasting at me. And then fucking, I fall, I hit the ground, and the first thing I see when I hit that ground was this little tool. So I grabbed that just in case he was wanting to get up close and get like a super clean headshot or something like that. I was just gonna whack him as hard as I could, you know what I'm saying, for my protection, because I don't have a gun.
Sure.
I had no weapons on me, okay? But, he said, no, before all that, he was like, he was telling me how I was gonna die and all this. He was like, keep your fucking hands up, keep your fucking hands up, you know what I'm saying? And fucking, and I don't think he noticed that I was laying on it. I was laying on the tool. It was like a little freaking, like, one of those like skillets that you like think you can hammer it down, and it like takes chips.
What?
It's what do you call those? Like
What color is it?
I think it was black. It was like
Okay.
it was metal. What do they call those?
What does it look like?
Like a skillet, right? Not
A skillet to me is like a pan.
Yeah, a pan. Sorry.
Like a sickle, or?
But yeah, so you know, like when you're trying to make a I can't explain it.
For chiseling?
Chiseling.
Okay, so a chisel.
There's a chisel, yeah. The flat other side, and then the flat, flat over here, and it goes into like this.
Okay.
I was laying on that. Okay, and then he kept telling me to put my hands out, and I had my hands out. You know what I'm saying? I was complying with everything he's saying. And then he shot me twice. In my back while I was laying down, I was like, yo, what are you doing? Like, why do you keep shooting me? Yo, like, I just tried to plead with him. But there was no pleading with that man. That man was, in his head, I think he already had in his head that he was ready to kill me. I'm sorry for my language.
Oh, stop it. It's no big deal.
But,
Okay, so keep going. Tell me what happened next.
After that, I think I blacked out because I remember waking up in the ambulance. And then I remember waking up here.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go into a lot more detail. Okay. All right. How long have you known this guy, Ian?
Ian, well, I think it's known him longer, but we've known him for a few years.
Okay. And how did you meet him?
Through Anthony. Anthony used to work. I used to work with him, I think, at Home Depot. One of them, Home Depot or Lowe's.
Okay. And at some point in time, when would you hang out with Ian? Tell me about that.
No, I really didn't hang out with kids like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just found out that he stayed down the road. So I was like, you know what, I stay right here, and I don't know too many people in the area, so let me go over there and, go hang out with him, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so have you ever smoked with him before?
Yeah.
Okay.
When Anthony introduced me, when we were smoking and drinking.
Okay.
We used to go to that show every weekend, and then them two got into something. I don't know what they got into.
Where would you go to smoke and drink?
By the backyard.
Okay.
I wouldn't smoke it out front.
Where? Though.
The patio.
But of whose house?
Oh, his.
So.
His old house, though.
Where is that at?
I think it was off of Midway.
Off of Midway?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mind if I take notes if need be while we're talking? Is that okay?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. All right. So off of Midway is where...
yeah, we used to go over there and smoke and drink all the time.
Okay.
Like, he used to get tatered.
Okay, what does tatered mean?
Oh, this kid used to get outright belligerent, dumb, tater drunk. Like, this guy was gone. Like, this kid was...
Okay.
Me, honestly, I don't know why I still was even going to try to be this kid's friend, but he watched my brother get jumps. And stood there and watched my brother get jumps. And supposedly he got to freaking, supposed to be best friends or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Miami at the time.
Okay. So, you used to hang out when he lived on Midway?
Yeah.
Who did he live with?
I think his girlfriend Marina was living there at the time, but they were always breaking off.
Marina, yeah,
breaking up and all that, so I think he'd stay there by himself for a little while. They'll get back together, or he'll find a roommate. I know he had a new roommate there for a while, but then he kicked him out of there.
Okay. Do you have David on your phone or no?
I do.
Okay. Now, at what point, I mean, when you went to his house, tell me about his house. Did you notice anything out of the norm about his house? I mean, was there anything interesting, different?
Oh, I think like I wasn't too worried about anything in his house.
I'm talking about on
Like-
Midway, I'm sorry, that's my
Oh.
fault.
What do you mean? Be more specific.
Tell me, okay, let me go back, I'm sorry, this is my fault. Who is Ian? Tell me Ian that you knew at that point in time. Tell me about him. What do you know about him?
He was actually a cool dude.
Okay.
Honestly, I wouldn't think he would have did this. Like honestly, I would have thought he would have come back out the back door, and if you're mad at me for some reason, you would at least tell me and not just shoot me in my back as I'm walking off.
Okay.
You know, but he has no reason to be mad at me because I've done nothing wrong to the kid.
Okay. Now, can you pull up the history on that, please? So he was cool. I mean, what type of things did he like?
Him and I think are more drinkers. I like my pot,
Okay.
my smoking, but I drink occasionally. But I won't get like too like dumb tater like they do. You know what I'm saying? Just to my level, just so still I can still socialize and hang out. You know.
Okay.
That's about
What were his interests? Do you know any of his interests?
Guns.
Okay, and why do you say that?
That kid had freaking all kinds of shit.
And how did you know that?
He showed me. I used to go over there all the time, and he would just like pull out random brand new guns, and he would just show them to me.
Okay, can you describe some of them to me that you remember?
At the time, he had a fucking M4, a fully auto M4. He had an SKS. I think he had two of those SKS. And I was gonna buy some off of him too.
Okay.
And he had a whole thing of freaking pistols.
Where would he keep these? Do you know?
No, see, I think he had to safe. There was no way to get to him unless you had to put the code in.
Are you
honestly.
sure, or no, do you know that? Is that what he told you, or did you see a safe?
Well, see, I never see. I always sat in the living room when he went to go to the back room and then come back out.
So he would bring them with him?
Yeah, he would bring them to me.
So you never physically saw a safe?
No. I was just
Okay.
a thought.
Sure,
You know.
absolutely.
Because if I'm gonna have my guns, I'm gonna have them safe. You know.
I understand.
Safekeeping.
Sure.
You know.
Okay.
Of course.
So he would show you these different firearms.
Yeah,
Okay.
the kid
Anything
had a
else?
lot. I get a lot of freaking guns. And what else did he like? The kid like to do? I love collecting like knives and stuff like that too. So I'd bring some knives over and we'd like show our knives off and stuff like that. So
Okay.
we had that thing going. Which my knife collection is going to like crap.
Okay. And
So.
did he have any other type of weapons?
Not that I know.
Okay.
So it's a bunch of guns.
Okay. Did he have
Yeah.
any type of,
He had grenades and stuff like that.
how do you know that?
Yeah, he showed me a grenade before.
What color was it?
I don't
Do
know
you
if it
remember?
was still there. It was like dark green,
Okay.
like super dark green.
Okay.
Had the pin on it and everything.
It did?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so how many times do you think you went over to this male Ian's house?
He used to live on Midway.
Was it on Midway or off of Midway?
Off of Midway, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, off of Midway.
Would you recognize the house again?
Not if my brother didn't take me.
Okay, that's fine.
If,
So he lived off of Midway.
yeah.
Okay. How many times do you think you went over there?
A few times. A lot of times. Used to go there probably like every weekend, honestly. And all our free days, like, used to hang out. We would go to the pool hall and stuff.
Okay. Would you play pool at his house?
No, the pool hall.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand
I did
that.
I'm sorry.
I apologize. Okay, so you guys would go to the pool hall.
Yeah.
Who would drive?
Either him or my brother.
Do you remember what
Because
he
I can't drive.
Do you remember what he
Drove?
yeah.
What he drives now?
What he drove then?
No, I don't remember.
Okay. Was it the same as what he would drive now?
I don't know. Honestly.
Now, if you had to get to this house off of Midway, are you 100% sure it was off of Midway, or would you not know how to get there?
I don't know 100% how to get to it, but I know it's off the Midway somewhere.
Okay.
The pink house.
It was a pink house?
Yeah.
Okay. And
or Harbor. One of them. My brother knows how to get there.
You said or off Harbor?
Yeah, one of the two. I know it's like you get on there, make a left, and it's on the left side.
The house is on the left?
Yeah. 'Cause I know you can see the main road, or Midway or Harbor, wherever that road is.
Okay. And how long ago do you think this was?
A few years ago.
And I'm not trying to be a jerk, but when you say a few, what's a few to you, hun?
I'm trying to think when I got out of high school in Miami. I think that was around like 2011, 2010.
Okay. So around 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay. And your brother's known Ian that long?
Yeah, my brother's known him for a while. Yeah, they used to be close friends. But I guess something happened between them two. And my brother got jumped somehow. I was in Miami. I would have my brother's back 100% if he would have got jumped. You know, but I guess Ian stood there and watched them the whole time.
Was that here in Charlotte?
Yeah, in Charlotte. Yeah, it was in Port Charlotte.
All right. So you move at some point in time. You moved to Miami.
Yeah, but no, I was already in Miami for the longest time. I didn't even hear about all that until I got back into town.
Right.
He was telling me all these stories. I'm like, what the fuck? And you're chilling with the kid? And like I'm looking at this kid like, bro, you help my brother out, bro? Are you serious?
Okay. So, what point in time, when do you leave to go to Miami?
This recent?
Well, after you met Ian, how long do you think?
Like 12th grade.
So
and I went to Barbara Gomez for 12th grade in Miami. In
Okay.
Hialeah.
Okay. And who lives there?
My stepmom.
Okay.
Her name is Iliana Tato.
Okay.
Well, she's not technically my stepmom. They're not married. The lady used to take care of me and my brother when we were little.
Okay.
You know, whenever my dad didn't want to.
Okay. So you move over there. You come back to Port Charlotte when?
After that school year.
Okay. And do you go, after that school year, do you see Ian again? When you come back to Port Charlotte?
Yeah, but him and Anthony were hanging out.
Okay. Where were they hanging out at that point in time?
At that pink house.
At the pink house?
Yeah.
At the same house?
That Midway house. Or wherever the house is at.
Is there a chance it wasn't by Midway?
I don't know. I just know it's a pink house.
You mentioned something about Harbor.
It's either Midway or Harbor.
Okay.
It's one of the two.
Okay. All right. Excuse me.
All right.
So the whole house was outside was pink?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's where he lived with Marina?
Marina, yeah.
Marina. Do you know her last name?
No.
Okay. Would Anthony know that, you think?
Probably. Can I call him?
Well, I'll talk to him in a second
All right.
anyways. Yeah, we can call him. All right. So this last time, when did you come back to Port Charlotte? Let's see, the incident happened on a Saturday.
And I got back like 3 days before that.
3 days before? What was your intent on coming back here?
To get myself together, I had a place to stay. Ashley and Julian, Ashley's mama found me a job doing landscaping, you know, so I was gonna start working, you know, finally had my own room, you know, so I was happy about that. Then eventually, I wanted to get into school, but gradually I was gonna do that, you know, so I had to get things going, you know, first, you know, start, because I'm not used to paying bills, so I definitely wanted to be able to, what's that word, to manage all that, I guess?
Sure.
So.
Okay. When you say you wanted to get your life together, what types of things were you doing that you feel were not having your life together?
I guess smoking weed. Is that too bad?
There's got to be, I mean, smoking weed is not going to have your life together. Were you doing other
Well,
types
no.
of narcotics?
No. See, I don't like no. These pill things, I'm only doing for the pain. But
Okay, but
me,
listen.
I hate pills for patches.
That's, I'm not just saying
Talk to my brother
pills.
about
There's
it.
other
He knows
street
I
drugs.
snap on him.
Okay, there's other street drugs.
I know.
Okay, and those street drugs have come back in your system. So have you
Wait.
done any other drugs?
What drugs were in
I'm
my
asking
system?
you that. Besides weed.
Now that I remember.
Okay, well,
Wait. What drugs were in my system?
Jonathan, come on.
No, I don't remember.
Okay, and we talked to, when we talked to Julian and Ashley, they said that you guys were partying the night before. Okay, and they were using narcotics. Everybody was using narcotics. Okay.
Anthony had White Girl and Molly.
Okay. And did you use either of those?
Yeah.
Okay. Simple.
No, I was trying to figure out the drugs.
Okay.
That's
Do you ever use cocaine?
No, that's what we call White Girl. Yeah,
White
it's
girl?
cocaine.
Okay. So you did
Yeah.
that night before. Fine. Okay. That's, see why, just an example, I know the answer to that. Okay.
Yeah.
So be honest with me.
No,
Okay,
I was
hon?
gonna be honest with you.
Okay, just please.
I just didn't remember.
I understand. Okay, I completely understand. You got a lot going on. Okay, honey. All right, so you come back 3 days before. You move in with Julian and Ashley,
Mhm.
right? Okay, at 21630 Augusta. Is there a party the night before or the day before over at your house? Not necessarily a party, maybe a gathering.
Gathering,
okay,
yeah.
who was
but,
there?
My brother.
Which is Anthony.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ashley was there.
Mhm.
King Julian might have been there.
Mhm.
Who was there? Amanda.
Mhm. That's Ashley's sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's one dude, Andrew, down the road.
Do they
I
call
stopped
him
by.
Dion? Who's Dion?
No, Andrew.
Do you know who Dion is?
The black dude. Yeah, I
he
think
there?
there's some black dude named Dion was there. I didn't
So
really,
Andrew?
I didn't really know him like that.
Okay.
But he was there with Andrew.
Was there another female there?
I don't remember.
Courtney?
Was Courtney there? I don't remember if Courtney was there or not.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, and you said that Julian had Molly and White Girl.
Julian?
Who did you say
No,
had?
my brother. Julian had. No.
Anthony had that. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
All
Julian
right.
had none of that.
So Anthony had that. That's right, because you weren't sure if Julian was there. Now, are Julian and Ashley in a
That's a
relationship?
Yeah.
They're dating? Okay, and you said Ashley's like a sister to you?
Yeah, they're like family to me.
They're like family, okay.
Definitely.
All right. Who is Angela? Belonde? Something of that nature? Who is that?
Psycho bitch.
Okay. And why do you say that?
Well, so let me guess. You heard the story about when she had dudes come over to the house. Which she supposedly was sending these to us, but they were there to pick her up to take her to Tampa.
Okay.
That all got blown out to proportion.
Okay.
I think everybody really thought that Angela was the one that shot me. Oh, they got people to shoot me. Cause she was messaging me on Facebook too. Cause I got on yesterday and she was like, Rahul, I had nothing to do with that. Like I want you to believe me. Like she really didn't. I believe her. She had nothing to do with that.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Who is Angela to you?
There's some guys to talk to. Just
Okay.
chill with.
All right. So were you guys at some point in a relationship?
Me and Angela?
Yes. Whether it be sexual, just.
Not really. We're just good friends. Like yeah, we were in
Okay.
like a good
Did
friend
you-
relationship.
Did you want to be in a relationship with her?
I really didn't know.
Okay. So you were confused at the time.
Yeah, I really
Okay.
didn't know what I wanted.
Were you upset about a situation with Angela the day before?
No, yeah, she pissed me off.
Okay. What
I
is
do
it?
remember that because she told me a good friend of mine was talking crap behind my back. You know, I was like, oh, for real now. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then like I had actually asked her to use her phone, so I called my brother, And I went to call my brother, you know what I'm saying? He didn't answer the phone. So, and then once I hung up on that little call, noticed that she was texting him. I said, after you just told me that he's been talking shit behind my back. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, it's like that. So I texted him. I'm like, bro, pussy ass nigga, you can get it right now. Like, come by yourself, bro. Like, I will fight you by yourself.
Sure.
One-on-one. Like, I keep it old school, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to all reckless and whatnot. I got a squad. Never bring your squad, bro. Like, what's a squad, bro? Like, you need people to have your back for you to feel like a man.
Right. Okay.
That makes no sense to me.
Who is that?
I'm not gonna put people's names up here like that.
Does he live in Charlotte County?
Yeah, they live in Charlotte.
He does live in Charlotte?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, but all that beef was squashed. Like, all that was so unnecessary. To tell you the truth, I took it out of proportion. I shouldn't even message him. You know what I'm saying? I already knew the kid was pie.
Do you feel, is he friends with Ian?
No, they don't know them.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay, what was the issue that he had with you?
What Angela had told me?
Mm-hmm.
He basically was talking shit behind my back, saying that I was soft, fucking that I'm a bitch, you know what I'm saying? You make more money than I did. I'm like, bro, why you even care?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Why does it even matter?
It's just dumb stuff.
Yeah, really, it was just so
Sure.
it was dumb. Have you talked to Angela?
Just hang tight, okay?
Oh, I'm trying to
Right.
catch.
No, I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
We've talked to a lot of people.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
noticed.
So, Angela, when were you hanging out with Angela that this happened?
That morning, that day.
The morning of the shooting? Or the morning of when you guys had the party?
No, because when Angela came over, we were drinking a little bit.
So which day was that?
I'm trying to remember. I think it was the day of the shooting.
Okay. And was she at your house? Were you at her house?
She was at our house.
You were at, okay. Had you done any drugs that morning, that day?
Yeah, my brother had me over some stuff.
Okay, what was it?
Some Molly and some white girl.
Okay. And that day you took that also?
Hmm?
That day of the shooting, did you take that also?
Yeah, but see, I didn't take too much of that. I don't get like so stupid, like dumb on that. I'm not like that. I eat my weed.
Okay.
You know.
What time do you
but
think?
It makes me all like all weird out, and I can't function. I just get stuck to the couch.
Okay, so when you're on Molly and white girl,
No, I get stuck.
so you can't leave the house.
No.
Okay. What time do you think you took that?
At all. Probably around like 12ish.
12.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd
All right.
say.
How long do those effects
Last.
for you?
They went away fast. So I just started smoking green.
Okay.
And then I just started feeling the weed high instead.
Okay. Do you ever mention to anyone that you needed money?
No, who says that?
I'm asking you that. Honey, I can't discuss a lot of other things with you.
I need money. I have money waiting on me right now.
Okay, for what?
My check from Taco Bell.
Okay.
Is that the money they're talking about? I don't know.
But did you indicate to somebody the day before that you had needed money?
No.
Okay. Did you ever state to somebody that you were going to go to Ian's house because you knew he had a lot of guns?
Oh, you trying to say that I wanted to go to make money?
That's what I'm asking you.
No.
Okay. Did you ever say to somebody that you were going to go rob Ian?
No, I wasn't going to rob Ian.
Okay. So when you're sitting at this party discussing things with people, is there a chance that this came up, this conversation?
Well, Anthony probably brought it up.
Okay, and why would Anthony bring something like that up?
Because he probably seen Julian had a pistol that was registered to him.
Okay. And why would he bring, that up?
I don't know. My brother's crazy, yo. And he's on all kinds of shit.
Okay.
I don't know what's wrong with that kid. Like, And now the story's getting like twisted to like.
Well, that's why I'm
It's
trying to
just-
figure out from you what the truth is.
I
Okay.
don't understand.
So
what's going on.
did Anthony say something about wanting to rob Ian, knowing that Julian had a pistol?
He probably did.
Do you remember
I
that?
don't remember hearing that. No.
You don't remember hearing that?
No.
Okay. Do you remember ever seeing a gun from Julian?
He has his own, but I think he's in the safe.
Okay, so did you see a firearm that day at Julian's?
Yeah.
Okay, were you messing with it? You were not.
No.
You didn't touch it or anything like
Well,
that?
no, he showed me to me without the clip. 'Cause I don't like the gun that had the clip in it.
Okay.
Honestly, that's just sketchy to me.
Okay.
So yeah, and it was just a quick like, oh, that's nice in here. Take it back real quick.
And why was he showing it to you?
He just got it.
Okay. So did he mention anything to you about robbing anybody, Julian?
No, he didn't tell me anything.
Did Anthony say anything to you about robbing somebody?
No.
Okay. Anybody else? Ashley, Amanda, Andrew, Dion, any of them?
No.
Was there any discussion of somebody robbing someone?
No.
So if somebody were to tell me that you had said that you were going to go rob someone, why would they say that?
Why would he say that?
That's what I'm asking you, honey.
I don't know why would he say
Okay, so did you at any point in time say that that was going to take place?
that. No.
Okay.
Can I know who said that?
Well, we'll talk about all of that. Okay, honey. In doing this, you've got to understand there's some things that I can tell you and there's some things I can't. I'm going to be honest with you about anything that I can be, like I told you before.
Yeah.
Okay, but there are certain things that I have to, because it's an active investigation, I can't tell you. Okay, honey? So
Alright.
just bear with me through this, okay? How do you leave your house that day prior to the shooting? Tell me how you get to Ian's house.
Anthony.
Okay. And what was the idea when you were leaving the house? What was the whole reason that you were leaving your house?
Or to go there and smoke.
Okay.
Because
Was-
Anthony was already gonna go freaking go do whatever he was gonna go do in freaking Fort Myers. God knows what he was gonna inject it.
Does he
I
have a
didn't
drug
want-
problem?
Yeah, I hate putting his business out
No, I
there
know,
like
I
that,
understand,
And I feel
but-
so bad for the kid. But I really do think he does.
He needs help.
Yeah, my mom will tell you.
Okay. Does he have a little kid?
Yeah.
A baby? He does. Does he have custody
Holly.
of that baby?
I think they're like half and half. I think they just have half and half.
Okay.
He gets to see her.
Okay. But
Half-
he doesn't. She doesn't
half
live
of
with
it.
him.
No.
Okay. All right. So he told you he was going down to Fort Myers to do something,
Yeah.
and did he either tell you or you believe it was drugs?
I already had a feeling it was gonna be something along that lines.
Okay. Why is that?
Cause that's what he normally does when he goes up there.
Sure. Okay. So what do you leave in?
Hmm?
What type of vehicle do you leave in?
This tan car.
Okay. Is it your brother's car?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where does he drop you off at?
Right in front of the house. He parked in the driveway.
He pulls in the driveway?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about the driveway. Do you remember what it looks like?
I just seen a garage, but I really don't remember what the house looked like. I only been there one time. That was like the first time I've been there.
A garage you saw?
Well, it's not like a garage. It was like the open outdoors that you can still see in the garage type deal. Those ones.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So there's no door or anything? Okay. Now, at this time, are you high?
I probably done smoked a few J's.
And when you say J's, explain that to me.
Oh,
I know
like-
what it means, but...
A few joints.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, are you coherent in your actions right now?
Yeah, I'm just like mellow.
So you're calm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Super mellow.
Okay. Is that normally how you are? Do you get violent or anything when you smoke
No.
marijuana?
I get super mellow.
Okay. So had you ever been to that house before that your brother dropped you off
Prior
at?
from that day? No.
No. Okay. How did you know that that was Ian's house?
Anthony told me.
Okay. And he was just going to leave you there?
Yeah, I had nothing else to do, so like, yo, just drop me off at Ian's house, go chill, burn some.
Had you talked to Ian prior?
No, that's what I was saying. I really wish I would have called.
Okay.
I really wish I would have had him call up there.
Did you ever have any Facebook contact with Ian at all?
I don't think he has one.
Okay. So your brother dropped you off in front of a residence. He did not drop you off at an intersection or a gas station.
No. He dropped me right in front of the house.
Okay. Now, were you going to that house to smoke weed, or were you going there to recover property that Ian had stolen from your brother?
No, I went there to smoke green.
Okay. The other day, when I talked to you, you had told me that Ian had stolen stuff from your brother, so you went to get it back. Tell me what happened. Is that what happened?
I was gonna go smoke.
Okay. You're hesitating. Okay. Tell me the reason. Why did you go over there? Jonathan, I need to know the truth, honey, okay? Whatever it is, I don't care. Okay? We can work through it. Tell me why you went to Ian's house.
I don't want to go to jail.
Sweetheart, tell me why you went to Ian's house. Okay? I told you why I'm here. I'm trying to find the reason and the justification behind a shooting. Okay? Why did you go to Ian's house, honey?
To recover the weapons that he owes my brother.
Okay. And what type of weapons are those?
It was a 357. It was semi-380.
Okay. When did he take those from your brother?
I don't know.
Okay. And your brother was the one that told you that he took those?
Yeah.
Okay. So, when Anthony drops you off, does he drop you off in front of the house, or does he drop you off in an intersection?
No, he drops me off for the house.
Okay. And was Anthony supposed to wait on you?
No.
How were you going to get home?
I live right down the road.
Okay.
I could have just walked to the house.
Okay. So where did Anthony go?
I got no clue where he went. Like I said, I think he went to Fort Myers.
Okay.
I
So
really did think he was going to
tell
Fort
me the
Myers.
discussion prior to when you guys were talking about this. Tell me how this came into play. You and Anthony at some point in time discussed that Ian has these weapons. How did Ian get these weapons?
I don't know. He gets truckloads.
No, I understand that, but you're saying that they were your brother's guns.
I don't know. They had to make some kind of deal or something like that. And he didn't pick up his end of the bargain.
Ian didn't?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know why I got involved. It's not my problem.
I understand, honey. It's your brother, though.
Yeah.
You know, and you already know that Ian stood by when your brother got his ass beat.
Yeah.
So you're trying to be...
Get drunk.
Yeah, exactly. So you're trying to be a good brother. I get it, dude. Okay? And good on you for that. Okay? But...
I had no weapons on me.
Okay, sweetie. That's fine.
At
But listen
all.
to me. So you go over to the house to recover these firearms. Is that
Yes.
correct? Okay, how many?
2.
2 of them. Okay. When you pull up to the house, do you see any cars in the driveway? There were no cars in the driveway. Do you know what Ian drives?
No, I don't.
You don't know what
Yeah,
Ian
that's okay.
drives. If you want to, honey.
Hello? Hey, Mama. I'm talking to the detective right now. Alright. I'm in pain, but I'll call you back as soon as I'm done. Alright, bye.
She's a sweetheart. Your mom is. Okay.
She's gonna be here at 5, she says.
She's going to be here at 5?
Mhm.
Okay.
This
Um,
guy.
So,
I'm gonna end up skiing Sky that. She's gonna love that thing when she sees it.
that's adorable.
She's gonna fall in love with that thing.
That's so cool. Have you ever even seen that movie?
Frozen?
Frozen?
Yeah, with Sky all the time. She
And
is
who is
in love with that movie.
Sky?
My little baby sister.
Oh, how old is she?
She's like 5, 6.
Get out.
Yeah.
Oh.
She sings all those music. Like
That's how my boys do this.
she'll walk all around the house just singing.
That's so sweet. That's the best, like, Disney
Yeah,
movie
it's
ever.
pretty cool.
That's funny. Okay. So real quick, back to this. So, is it your brother that makes you aware that Ian did not hold up his end of the bargain with this, with the firearms?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was my brother's idea. I wanted to freaking just going over there and just grabbing all that shit.
Okay. So, when he dropped you off, your intent was to recover these firearms for your brother. Did you see pictures of them? I mean, you
No.
told me what they were.
I didn't see no pictures or anything like that. I just was hearing about them.
Okay. And was it discussed that morning or was it the night before?
The night before.
The night before, okay. When all you guys were hanging out?
Yeah, when we were all hanging out.
Sure, okay. So, ooh, that didn't sound very good. He drops you off. What do you do when he drops you off?
I knock on the front door.
Okay. And why would you knock on the front door?
Why not? I was just gonna ask him 2 simple questions.
And what were those questions?
Can I have my brother's property back?
And what was the other question?
Oh well, there's maybe one question.
Okay, that's okay.
Sorry.
Okay, that's okay. You're fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one question.
Okay. And how long do you think you stood there and knocked?
With the front door, I stood there for a little bit, and then I heard commotion in the back.
When you say commotion, what does
Well,
that
like
mean?
people talking.
Okay.
So I went back there.
And how did you
And
get
then
back there?
The little gate thing opens up
Okay, which side?
on the right side.
Okay. Was it open or
It
did
was-
you have to open
I
it?
had to open it.
You had to open it? Okay.
Yeah, but it was unlocked.
Okay.
So I went back there and knocked on the door.
Tell me
and,
what the back of the house looked like. Do you remember?
It was like,
Not necessarily the back of the house. What does the backyard look like?
there was like a fence, like a metal fence, all the way around it. There was freaking like,
Are you sure it was metal?
I think it was metal.
Okay.
I'm not sure. It's been a few days already, I don't remember.
That's fine.
But I walked to the door though,
Okay.
and knocked on that door. And I gave it a few minutes.
Which door did you knock on?
The one right here.
Okay, so you
Like
have...
when you go around,
Mhm.
this is the front house. When you walk in, you go through this door, and you walk in, and then there's another door right here. Okay, so I was knocking on that door, and nobody came to answer that door, so I just left. And he comes bolting out.
Okay, but wait a minute. Okay. Have you ever been inside this house?
Never.
Okay, so you knock on the front door, you go around to the right side of the house through the fence,
Yeah.
you walk around back, okay. There's another, is it a single door?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a porch? Is there anything else? Like,
Yeah, there's like one of those little balcony things.
there's a what?
In the
Balcony?
It's like a porch type
Okay.
deal.
Is it covered, not covered?
Yeah, it's underneath.
Okay. Is it raining during this time?
I don't believe so. I don't remember.
You don't remember if it was raining or not? Okay.
I don't remember.
So you step up on the porch. You go to... Now, how many doors are there back there?
There's the front door to the house and the back, that one, and the way to get back there through the gate.
Okay. So
Is what, yeah.
you knock on this door that's over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
The house door.
Sure.
The house back door.
Okay. So is there another door out there that doesn't lead to the house?
No, I think there's a gate. That's to get off the property.
Okay. Is there a shed or anything out there?
Yeah, I think there was a shed right there. To the back. The shed right here, and then there was this long little working table.
Okay. Is that inside the shed?
No, it was outside the shed.
A long working table?
Yeah, everyone's like somebody made it, like table. It had like shelves, I believe. But it stopped right when it got to the door, and then.
Okay.
It,
You're talking
it
about...
stopped.
All right. So there's a working table. Was there a... I mean, when I say there's a shed... You're at this door over here. You're on a porch, okay? You're at this
Yeah.
door over here. Is there a place that you can just walk into over here, and that's where you saw that working table?
No.
Is there like
it
an
was outside.
attachment?
No, it was outside. It was right. It was attached to the house.
The table was?
Yeah. It was attached to the house.
Okay.
I could draw it out for you. Well, it makes sense.
Yeah. Please do. Draw me this porch and the door and everything else. Just watch your tummy, okay? Like you don't know that. I mean, it's your own stomach. Now, Jonathan, let me ask you a question. You say that you like knives. Did you have knives on you that day?
I don't believe I have a knife on me that night.
Do you normally carry pocket knives?
Not all the time.
Is there a chance that you had pocket knives on you?
I don't remember having one. I really don't remember having one. Was there one recovered?
That's what, I mean, we do have a pocket knife recovered.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember having one. Honestly.
Okay.
After I got shot, that shit, it was just...
Right, but before, is it
This
typical
is-
for
this
when
is
you
what
leave the
I want.
house to put a knife in your pocket?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have just one, or would you have two?
I just have one. There's no point in two.
Okay, so do you keep like a Swiss Army type of knife?
Well, what do you mean Swiss Army? The ones that like flick open? That's not like
Not like a switchblade. Tell me the
it's
kind of
not
knife.
like a perfect
That's
table looking thing, but you could tell those are the kitchen windows, and like that's like the table. And like down here, there was like little shelves, like type deal like that.
Okay, tell me about this knife that you normally put in your pocket. What color is it?
Which one?
Well, which ones do you normally carry with you?
I normally have my blue one, that Tony gave to me for my birthday.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a switchblade. It's one of those has a holster.
Okay.
It's like probably about that big. The knife's probably about that big.
And it's blue?
Yeah, it's blue. There's a blue handle on it, like an elk blue handle on it, and it has a bigger one that goes behind it. But I can't walk around with that big one.
Mm-hmm.
So it might look sometimes I have a big knife on me, but I only have the little one on me.
Okay.
I just have the big case.
Do you have another knife that you would carry?
I sometimes get those little army ones that flick open.
Would somebody have given you a gift of a knife that might have your name on it?
Yeah, I see my mom giving me a knife before my name on it.
Okay. And what name was that would be on it?
John.
Okay.
You guys found the Bahamas one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was my knife. But yeah, I had a knife on me.
Okay. Would you have had another knife on you?
No, nothing I remember though. I
Would
remember
you
having all this.
recognize a knife?
Yeah, I'll recognize if I see it. Definitely. Could I have it back?
Hmm?
Could I have it back?
Can you have the knife back?
Yeah.
The Bahamas one?
Mm-hmm.
We'll just have to see how all this stuff plays out, but
Alright. It has like a screwdriver that I like using for my skateboard.
for your what, honey?
It has like a screwdriver I use for my skateboard.
Okay.
That's why I like it. Pretty cool.
I have a picture of it on here. I might not have a picture of it in here. This might be the only one that I have right now. See how is that your knife?
Where's my wallet? But where's it in now?
We have all of it. We have
Oh,
all of this
do you?
stuff. Yeah. Is that yours?
That's my brother's knife.
That's your brother's knife. Okay, so would you have had that in your pocket
Yeah.
that day? Okay. And why would you have put that in there? Is that a common thing for you to have, is a knife on you?
Huh? Yeah, like protection. Because this kid has freaking guns.
Yeah, there's okay. All right. When you...
I don't even remember, I don't remember having that knife until you showed me that.
Okay. When you walked up to that back door or the front door, did you have a weapon in your hand?
No.
Did you have that knife
No.
in your hand?
It was in my pocket.
Okay.
The whole time. The way that it was still clipped to that pocket is where it was at.
Okay. Now, bear with me just for a
And
second.
that other knife doesn't even have a clip, so it must have fallen out of my pocket when I fell.
I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about with this back door and there being a bench. Okay? Do you ever notice a second door in this porch area?
Mm-mm.
When you say there was a shelf,
Like a desk shelf, you know? Like a working desk shelf type deal. That's
Okay.
what I'm referring to.
Do you ever notice any animals? You don't ever notice any animals whatsoever on this property?
No animals.
Now, when you walk onto the porch, you notice, this work shelf on the porch, or is it in kind of off the porch in another area?
It was on the porch.
It was on the porch?
Yeah. But see, that was not my main concern. My main concern was get to that back door.
There's a reason that I'm asking you that, though.
Oh, why?
Okay. That's what I'm trying to get to. Do you know that knife right here? Number 5.
Dude, that's the one with my Jonathan on it.
Okay. That's your knife?
Yeah, that's my knife.
What about that lighter?
That's my lighter.
Okay. I have all of that, by the way, just so you know.
Did you say I had that in my hand?
Just bear with me for a second, okay?
I didn't.
Just be patient with me, okay?
Alright. Oh, no, I'm nervous.
Relax. Okay? Just relax. Is there a chance that on that porch it was a piece of furniture instead of a workbench?
Let me see a picture.
Hmm?
If you have a picture of it?
But I'm asking you that prior to, before I show you anything.
Probably, I don't know.
What color was it?
I have to see it.
What color was it?
Probably didn't match the wood.
It matched the wood on the ground?
That's what I'm guessing.
Well, I don't want you to guess, honey. If you don't know, just say you don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. What did you notice on the workbench?
I wasn't worried about the workbench.
I understand. So you don't remember, do you remember seeing any items on the workbench to your knowledge?
No.
Okay. You knock on the back door, is that correct?
Yeah.
What color is that door?
I don't remember the color of the
That's
door.
fine. Do at any point in time you try the door handle?
To open it?
Mm-hmm.
I got jiggled it, yeah.
You did jiggle it.
Was that bad?
I'm not saying that it was bad.
No, I know, but what if it was open? I just like peeked my head in and I was like, Ian, come outside.
Okay.
Was
Now,
that-
let me ask you, and I want you to be honest. If that door would have been open, okay, and you peek your head in there and say, Ian,
Yeah.
and he doesn't answer, were you going to go in that house and get those guns?
I wouldn't have walked in. I
Jonathan?
wouldn't have walked in.
Okay. So you're telling me that you're going to go to this kid's house trying to recover firearms and you're not going to walk in?
No, not. How do I know if I'm gonna get the right ones?
Okay. So why did you walk around to the back of the residence?
Because I heard people back there.
Okay. And when you saw that there was...
me thinking there was people back there.
When
I went back there was nobody there, so I knocked on the back door thinking they went inside the house.
Okay.
So I knocked on the door.
Okay. And you tried the door handle, it was locked.
Yeah.
Okay. When do you pick up a tool and try to pry the door open?
When he shot me in the back. There was a tool on the ground.
Listen to me. When do you get a tool and try and pry that door open?
Oh no, I didn't pry no door open.
Okay. So...
No, I didn't pry no door open.
Okay, were you trying to pry a door open?
No.
Okay.
Not whatsoever, no.
Okay.
No.
Now listen to me, all right?
Okay.
I have tools that were reportedly used in this that I am telling you now are being sent off for DNA.
Yeah, I know. My mom was telling me about that.
But
the only tools that I picked up was the ones on the ground when I got shot.
Okay. Is your DNA going to come back?
On the chisel.
Which is what color?
Black.
Okay. Now.
If it does, what?
Listen to me. Did you use that to try and pry his door open?
No.
Because the marks on the door perfectly line up with this tool.
No, but I didn't though.
And I mean,
I really didn't. I put it on everything I didn't.
Okay. That's one of the biggest things in this. Okay? Because he's indicating that you were trying to pry that door open when he opened that door.
No. Why would you try to pry a door open that you're trying to open? Are you serious?
What do you mean?
He says I was trying to pry a door open that he was going to open. How does that make sense at all?
Okay, but when he didn't answer the door,
I left.
okay, so did you?
I stood there for like 4 or 5 minutes, just waited. Maybe he heard something. I actually tried knocking again, and then I walked off.
Okay. Did you go into the other room that's located on the opposite side of this
No, because he
porch?
came bolting out and shooting.
Okay. Was there a door open over there?
Not that I remember.
Okay. Do you remember seeing any other doors on this porch? Okay. Did you go in this shed and get that black tool?
No.
And I need, Jonathan, be honest with
I
me.
don't remember going on shit grabbing that.
Okay. You're saying you don't remember. Did you go in the shed and get a...
I remember picking it up from the ground.
Okay, and at what point in time was that?
When I got shot and fell to the ground.
Okay.
And then he told me to put my hands straight out. And then I put my hands straight out, and I guess he seen that, and he shot me in my leg. And he's like, bro, I'm gonna fucking kill you, bro. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Put your hand out. I'm like, bro, I'm straight out, bro. I'm straight out. Chill. Like, what are you doing, bro? And you just get busting.
Okay. All right. Did he ever take that metal thing that you're talking about from you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he grabbed it and threw it on the table.
He threw it on the table.
Yeah.
Okay. You saw him throw it on the table?
But I don't see why he didn't grab my knife.
Listen to me. Was your knife out?
No, it was in my pocket.
Okay. So at any point in time, did you display
The knife?
a knife
No.
at this male?
No.
Okay. Do you have any other weapons in your hand?
No.
Do you have shears, like for cutting trees?
No, no, God, no.
Okay. Do you ever see those?
There was a pair of those on the floor. Like right there under the shelf. But I didn't touch them.
Under the shelf?
No, actually, I might have slid them to the side.
With your hand?
Cause when I got shot, I hit the one right here, and I slid that to the side to make it play off like, you know what I'm saying, I was trying to move everything out of my way. You know, and I spread.
Okay, Jonathan, listen to me. You're covering everything that would be a reason for your DNA to be on these items, okay? It's going to make no difference if you tell me that you tried prying this door open, okay? I need the truth. Tell me what happened, okay? Because we already know your DNA is coming back on this stuff, okay? At what point in time, honey, do you grab these tools? Tell me what happened.
When I go to jail?
Jonathan,
When I go to jail?
it's not going to matter right now.
I don't.
Okay, honey. I know you're afraid to go to jail. I do. I get it. You made a mistake. Okay? You've got to man up and tell me what happened. All right? This is a big deal, honey. Okay? At what point in time do you go into the shed and get these tools?
They weren't in the shed. They were out hanging outside.
They were hanging outside?
Yeah, by the door.
Okay. And tell me what you do. Which tool do you take down first, honey?
The chisel.
The chisel. Okay, and what do you do with it?
I tried prying the door open.
Okay. And did you get the door open?
No.
Okay. And what about the other tool that you took
I
down?
didn't try using that one because it was too thin. So I just went to leave.
Okay. So you took which one did you take down first?
The chisel thing?
The chisel thing. Okay. And you tried to pry the door open with that?
Yeah.
Were you able to get the door open?
Mm-mm.
You were not. Okay. Where did you put that?
On the counter.
You put it on the, what counter?
On the counter. By the door.
Okay, so you put it on the table, what you're
Yeah.
calling a table. You put it on the door, or
Yeah,
I'm
table.
sorry, on the table.
Yeah.
Do you pick up the shears? Is that what the other tool was that you used?
Yeah, but I put them back because there was no point because they're going to bend and break.
Okay, so do you try to stick them in the door?
No. I didn't use those ones.
Okay, so at no point in time did you try to put those in
No.
the door and move it. Okay. So you put them back.
Yeah.
Okay. Does Ian open the door while you're doing this?
No, he opens the door as soon as I start walking off.
Why did you just decide to walk off?
Because apparently he wasn't gonna answer the door.
Right, honey, but you're trying to pry
I
this
know.
door open.
So yeah, it makes me look bad.
So I'm not worried about you looking bad right now, honey. Okay, that's not what I'm worried about. What I'm wondering is why do you stop? Did Ian open the door while you were doing this?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
Not at all.
When Ian opened the door, what did you try to hit him with?
I didn't try to hit him with nothing.
Did you?
I swear I did not try to hit him with nothing. I was walking off when he opened that door. Alright, and then he just started shooting.
Okay.
I didn't have nothing in my hands. I was not trying to hit that man with anything.
Okay. Did you know that he had arrived home?
No.
Okay. Did you hear a car or anything?
No.
Okay. There is, like you had said, there's a window to the right side of the house.
Yeah.
Did you ever see him look out that window?
No.
Okay. Are you saying anything?
To him?
Yes.
No.
Well, prior to, are you saying knock, 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 Ian? You're when you're prying the door open. Are you saying Ian?
Yeah, I was calling his name.
Okay.
Yeah, I was calling his name.
So you're trying to pry the door open and call his name at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what is your intent when you try to pry this door open? Are you trying to get in to get those guns and recover them for your brother?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. Thank you for your honesty. Okay.
Am I gonna go to jail?
Honey, we'll worry about that later on. Okay.
No, I wanna know now.
I understand. Okay.
But am I?
Right now? No.
But
You're not. Okay.
if I get better?
This is a whole investigation for me to work through. Okay, sweetie? So that's all that stuff is to be determined. Okay?
Was he allowed to shoot me on the ground like that?
That's what we're trying to determine. Okay? So, how many times do you think you tried to pry the door open?
It's twice.
Are you sure it was twice?
Yeah.
Is there a chance it might have been more?
It was just twice because the thing was too big anyways. It wasn't going to get it.
Okay. And how do you have prior knowledge on how to gain entry into a house?
Like, if I really wanted to get into the house, I could have, but I wasn't gonna try any harder.
Okay. And why is that?
Because it's not my house. I already feel uncomfortable.
Okay. Now, was Anthony supposed to be waiting for you during this whole thing?
No, he said he was leaving.
Okay, but he knew why you were going there.
Yeah.
Okay. So you say you put the black tool down. Okay, is that right? Or the metal tool?
Yeah.
Which you put that down. And where did you get these items from?
They were just sitting out there on the back porch.
Do you ever pick up a shovel?
No.
Do you recognize that?
No. I didn't pick that up. I don't remember picking that up.
Okay.
Or a shovel.
Because this is small. This item here is small.
Yeah.
That is exactly what matches up to the pry marks on the door.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
No, I used a little metal thing. It looks like that, but it was bigger.
It looks like this, but it was bigger?
Yeah, it was.
Well, you got to remember the pictures. I mean, it's different.
Yeah.
Is there a chance it could have been this?
Yeah, it probably could have been that.
Okay. Stuff all over me. What about something like this?
That looks more like that.
It looks more like that. Okay. Now, you recognize those?
Yeah, but I didn't really touch those like that. I just picked them up and put them up.
But let me ask you a question. We have a mark here that matches up to the door where it looks like it was put in a single time trying to open it. Do you remember doing that?
I remember doing that.
You don't remember doing that? Okay. So at some point in time you put these in your hand.
Yeah.
So your DNA is going to come back on them, correct? Okay. And that's good for me to know so I don't have any surprises when I get this back. Okay? Thank you for being honest about that.
I just don't want to go to jail.
This, do you recognize this? Brush it off? No? Okay. Now you're saying that these were hanging on a rack?
Right by the door.
Does that look familiar?
No.
That doesn't look familiar? They weren't hanging on that?
No.
Okay. Are you talking about the door that you knocked on or another door to this shed?
The door I knocked on.
Okay. Did you see a washer and dryer?
I don't remember. I blacked out after all that.
No, I'm
You
talking
got
about
shot.
prior to. Do you see a washer and dryer?
I don't remember that.
Do you see a mattress? Do you see any other tools, a machete, an axe, anything like that?
Mm-mm.
You don't ever see any of that stuff?
No.
Pots and pans, fertilizer, or anything like that?
They probably were there though, but
No, I'm just asking, do you remember seeing them?
no, I didn't remember seeing all
Okay.
those.
So at any point in time, did you enter another part of this, not the house, of a shed? Do you go in a shed?
No, I didn't go in the shed.
Okay. Do you go in the house?
No.
Okay. Where are you at when Ian opens this door?
Back porch.
Where?
Right on the back porch.
I understand that, but where on the back porch, honey?
I don't know how many places can I be on the back porch. Right on the other side of that door.
Okay, so you're on the other side of the door.
And as I was leaving, he comes bolting out.
Okay. So, does he scare you when he opens the door? Did it scare you?
No, I look up, I look at him, and he was already shooting. Yeah, I was already on the ground and tripping. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm scared.
Okay, just back up for me, okay? Are you actively prying the door open when he opens
You
the
asked
door?
me that, no.
No, I have to ask you, okay? Just bear with me, okay? I know you're getting upset, but I'm trying to timeline this stuff, okay, honey?
Right.
So just bear with me, okay? When he opens the door, do you have a weapon in your hand?
No,
Did he open the door and you throw something on this table?
no,
Okay.
no,
At any point in time, do you raise your hand up to hit him with anything?
no,
Okay.
not at all.
Do you have any items in your hand?
0 items in my hand.
Okay. Why did you decide that you were going to leave? Because that door opened?
I was already leaving
Okay.
when the door opened up.
Okay. And why did you decide not
And that
to
was
carry it
the
out?
first shot that I got was in my bag.
Okay. Did you what made you decide to leave? What made you decide to put these items down?
Because I felt like this was dumb and stupid as fuck.
Okay.
I don't see why I'm over here right now.
Okay. So you had a change of heart.
Yeah.
Okay. So you turn around to leave. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And what happens?
I got shot.
Okay. Do you see Ian?
No.
You never saw him. Did you hear the door open?
No, I didn't even hear the door open.
Okay.
No, I see. Okay, after he shoots me,
Mhm.
and I put my hands out like that, I turn over like this and I look at him, and he tells me just keep your face forward and keep your hands up. You know what I'm saying? Don't you fucking move. Don't you fucking move, I'll fucking kill you. He just kept threatening me.
Okay.
And then I was like, bro, don't worry about it. I'm straight, bro. Like, I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna hurt you at all, bro. My hands were right here the whole time.
Okay.
Like, and he shot me in both of my legs back to back.
Okay.
Actually, it was a 3 shot because it was 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. The door opens. When the door opens, do you see him at that point?
No.
You don't see him. Okay.
When the door opens, he starts shooting and I fall.
Okay. So, right, I understand that. When the door opens, is what I'm trying to figure out. Are you facing him?
No, my back was turned.
Your back was turned. Why was your back turned?
I was leaving.
You were leaving. Did you have any weapons in your hand?
No.
Okay. So your back is turned, you're leaving, and you said you didn't see him and you didn't even hear the door open,
Mm-mm.
and all of a sudden you feel you were shot. Is
Yeah.
that correct? Where were you shot?
My back.
Okay, so back here.
Yeah.
Do you automatically fall to the ground?
Yeah.
You do. All right, at that point in time, are you having issues moving?
No, at first I was just like, I was just stuck. I didn't know what to do.
What is
I
he
put my hands,
saying?
he was just threatening me like, yo, I'm gonna kill you. Like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, bitch. You know, don't move. Put your hands out. Put your hands out. And then he shoots me. It was 3 times too. It was 1, 2, and the third one right here.
Does he shoot you 3 times total?
No, he shoots me twice in the back, 3 in the legs, and 2 in the stomach.
Okay, now are you saying this because this is what the doctors are telling you, the shots that you have, or is this what you remember?
I remember getting shot in the back twice.
Okay.
I remember getting shot 3 times in the stomach. And then I went over to lean over to tell him, like, yo, I'm in pain, you know, like, can I sit up at least? Like, let me sit up. And I went to go try to sit up. And he was like, no, lay the fuck back down. And he shot me again in my stomach.
Okay, so he shot you in the stomach?
Yeah.
Are you sure you were shot in the stomach?
Yeah. I got scars.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't mean that you were shot in the stomach. Okay.
No, I seen him shoot me in my stomach. Like, I tried getting up to move, to relocate because I was already in pain.
Well, you weren't shot in the stomach.
But how I got a scar then?
Because they had to go in and retrieve the bullet from your back.
So it was just in my back?
It was on...
I know I got my shot in my back and my stomach. And my back and my legs.
Okay.
And I swear to God, he shot me in my stomach. He had to have.
He did not shoot you in the stomach, honey. Okay? Now, I got to go back through that more vividly, okay? I need you to try and remember as much as you can. And again, Jonathan, if you don't know or you're confused, I need you to tell me, okay, honey? I don't want you to make anything up, okay? I want you to tell me the truth, okay? When he opens the door, you don't even have any idea that he's opened this door. Is that correct? Okay. Do you remember what he was wearing?
I think he had red on and shorts.
He had what?
Red and shorts on.
Red shorts?
No, I think he had a red shirt on and shorts on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
You're not too sure. Okay, and at what point in time would you have seen that?
When I turned back over,
Okay.
after he shot me in the back.
Okay. Where on the porch are you when the first shot goes? I understand that that's kind of confusing. You have a porch this, let's just say, hypothetically this big, which is about 2
You know
feet.
the door is right here, right?
Say it again?
The door was right here, right?
Okay.
I was right here.
So you were almost off the
Laid
porch.
out. No, I was on the porch.
Right, but I'm saying when the first shot goes off, when you're saying you're trying to leave, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so at what point in the porch where are you at? Are you almost to the end of the porch?
By the gate, yeah.
Okay.
By
So
the gate, to get back to the front.
the gate is on the side of the house.
Yeah, it's on the side of the house. Okay, I wasn't too close to it, but no, I see, I didn't, okay, look, I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
No, I don't understand. I'm sorry. You gotta help me out here.
As soon as I turned, I don't know how this played off or anything, I just turned my
You
back.
turn around and you
And
get...
he was already outside.
So right when you turn around and you start walking to leave, is that correct?
Yeah,
You get shot.
yeah,
Okay. You're still on the porch?
yeah.
Okay. You fall down.
Mm-hmm.
Are you on your back or are you on your stomach?
My stomach.
You're on your stomach. Okay. Where is Ian standing then?
Behind me.
Okay. Do you remember where your feet were located?
I'm lost. What do you mean?
Where are your feet laying? Are they towards the door that you were standing at, or are they towards the other side of the wall?
No, my face was this way. My legs were this way. He was standing over here.
Your face, okay. Here's the door. Draw it out for me. Tell me where you were at.
God.
I know this doesn't make sense to you, but believe me, this is huge, okay? This is very important.
I'm gonna just draw a stick figure because I really don't.
That's fine. That's
I don't know how to
fine.
draw.
I want a Picasso sketch of you. No.
I just want to say that's the bullet right there. The arrows where the bullets are.
Okay.
And I put 2 arrows there.
That's fine, honey.
Um,
And can you put where he is standing?
yeah.
Okay.
That's my back. My face. This is my face.
And you're, sure, that's your face.
That's hair.
Oh, that's That is nice.
My face was facing down.
Okay, so you're facing down. He's standing at the door. Okay, your feet are at the door.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Okay, or near where he's at. You were walking here, out.
Yeah.
He shoots you in the back. Do you know this is coming?
No.
Does he say?
No verbal warning or nothing.
Nothing. Okay, he comes out the door. He shoots you. Do you have any weapons while you're on the ground?
They're in my pocket. My Bahama knives might have fallen out because I seen it.
Okay. Do you have any weapons in your hand?
In my hands? No.
Do you have these shears in your hand?
No.
Okay. Do you have a metal pipe in your hand?
Nothing in my hand. Nothing at all but my skin.
Okay.
Was in my hand. I was on my way home.
Okay. He shoots you. Are you saying anything? I want to talk to you. Let's talk about this. You know, what's anything?
Yeah, all the time I was in pain.
Okay.
For a second, and I tried rolling over, and I swear maybe that's how he got me right here. He shot me right here.
Okay. So you're trying to roll over. Are you trying to get away from him?
No.
No. Okay.
There's no getting away from that fucking gun.
All right. So when you're trying to roll over, what's your intent when you're trying to roll over?
So I can adjust. I even told him.
To say it again?
To adjust.
To adjust?
Because I'm in pain.
Okay. Were you able to roll over?
No.
Okay.
He wouldn't let me.
What did he say to you?
He said, keep your face down on the ground.
Okay. At this time,
more verbal, like
Sure.
more crazy.
At this time, how many times have you been shot?
I want to say twice in the back, twice or 3 times in the back, or twice in the back.
Okay. Now when you
5 times
Okay, you were shot 3 times.
in the back.
You were shot 3 times in the back. Okay. The reason that the hospital is saying 5 is because
No, I got bullet wounds right here.
Listen to me. Can I explain it to you?
So why do I have scars on my legs?
Because you were shot in your back, you were shot in your butt, you were shot in your legs. Okay?
Oh.
And here's what happens. What happened was you have your butt and your legs. Don't make fun of my drawing, okay?
Definitely.
That's horrible.
You see mine?
I know. Look at this one. That's impressive. All right. You're shot here, okay?
Yeah.
It goes, exits, re-enters, and gets lodged.
Oh, for
That, they say that's 2 shots. That's technically 1 shot. There's 1 bullet recovered.
real? Alright.
You get shot here, exits.
That's my butt, right?
Is that better?
Okay.
Okay. Enters, exits, re-enters, and gets lodged.
That's 1 shot.
That's 1 shot. Okay. They're going to consider it 2 because they have 2 entry wounds. Okay. So you were shot 3 times. Okay.
Right, makes sense.
Makes sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
And they cut my stomach open to get
to the bullet that
in
is
my back.
in your back, because you got one up here too.
And I still have one back there. They couldn't get it out.
You have fragments back there, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
They-
we have the bullet though,
They couldn't get it out.
because it's on your T12, I believe.
Can I
Near
keep
your
that
T12?
bullet?
No, you can't keep
They
it. I
said
had to,
that bullet could have killed me.
any of these could have probably killed you.
What do you
Okay.
have, a 40?
No.
What do you have?
It was a 9mm. Okay. Now listen.
Did you check his gun to see if it was stolen?
I have his gun. The shot, do you remember which shot you felt first?
The back one.
In your back up here. Because now when we say back, you have 1, 2, 3 in your back. You have them in your legs, your butt, and your back.
The one in my back.
In your back. You felt that one first.
That one's first. 'Cause that one's, as soon as I got hit there, I collapsed.
You collapsed. Okay.
Yeah.
So you collapse on the ground. This is where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to roll. Are you trying to reason with him?
She had to get me to readjust because I'm hurting.
Absolutely.
She wasn't letting me, so he shot me again.
Okay.
And I think that was either in the butt or the leg.
Now, I need to find the timeline of this, okay? He shoots you in the back, you fall on the ground. Where are your hands?
Out.
And why are they out?
He told me to put my hands out.
Okay. Does he say anything else to you?
No.
Okay. Give me the amount of time, do you think, if you can remember only, what is the amount of time
It was
difference
fast.
that He shot you in the back.
It was like a back-to-back type deal.
Okay. Was there?
He shot me in the back. Then I sat there, and actually, he didn't even tell me that until I told him if I could adjust. Then he shoots me in my butt or my leg. And then that's when I'm really starting to hurt. I'm like, yo, yeah, I need to adjust. Like, can I please move? He's like, no. He's like, no, you just lay there and put your hands out, and then shoots me again.
Okay, so there's a time, somewhat of a time difference with talking in between these shots.
Yeah.
Okay. Does he tell you why he keeps shooting you?
No.
Jonathan, were you face to face with Ian when he opened that door?
No.
Okay.
No, I wasn't. I swear to God, I put down everything. Yeah, I was not.
Did you have any items in your hand?
No, I had no weapons on my hands.
Okay.
No
On the
weapons.
ground, do you try to get up on your knees at some point on the ground?
To adjust, maybe?
So is there a chance that you had tried to get up?
To adjust. With my hands
Okay.
out, though.
Right, but when you say your hands out like this, or were you trying to...
No, they're out. They're out. Like, these out. My
Okay.
hands were like...
So at that, do you feel, I mean, could you feel your legs? Were you able to get up on your knees or no?
Yeah.
You were able to feel your legs at that
Yeah,
point in
but
time.
then
Do you remember getting up on your knees or no?
No.
You don't. Okay. So at any point in time when you are on the ground, are you attempting to harm Ian?
How?
Are you
No.
are you
No. With
reaching
what
for
gun?
any type
No.
of weapons to harm Ian?
No.
Okay. Are
So
there
that takes back that statement from the beginning then.
right? Okay. So did you have that tire iron?
No.
Did you have those shears?
And not on me.
I'm sorry?
I did not have them on me. I was not trying to harm him.
Okay. When you were trying to...
I was trying to pry the door open, but when I got frustrated, I left them on the table and left.
That's fine. Okay. It's not fine, but you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So when you're on the ground, do you try to, before Ian shoots you and you are on the ground,
Did not swing on him.
did you try to lift yourself up or get up and try and talk to him and brace yourself with any type of weapon?
No.
Do you put any weapon into the ground?
No.
Do you have any weapon in your hand?
0 weapons. Let's stop talking about weapons because I do not have one.
Let's
Okay.
not say weapon, let's say
Yeah,
items.
like
Items. There you go. That's
Anything
good.
to stabilize yourself
No.
with.
No. No, I did
Whether
not.
it be a shoe or anything like that. Did you have any of that stuff in your hand? Any items at all? Thank you. That's very good. Okay. So you're on the ground. He shot you in the back. Is he still standing here,
Yeah.
or does he move at some point in time?
No, he's still standing there, and he's still there until the police got out.
Okay. So he shoots you there in the back, which is the one that knocked you
He was
down.
standing back there by the door.
He was by the door. Then he shoots you again.
Yeah.
Tells you not to move. Whatever. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You are admittedly you're moving because you
'Cause
don't
I'm in
feel
pain.
good. You're
Yeah.
hurting.
And he shoots me again.
And he shoots you again. Okay. Do you remember hearing the gun click again?
Yeah. He was trying to go for another round.
Okay. And does he say to you he was going to kill you?
Yeah.
Okay. Does he ever name you? Does he say your name?
He didn't say my name, but he said he was gonna kill me.
Okay. How do we get there?
Huh?
How do we get there? The sheriff's office.
Oh.
That's fine. If you don't know, that's fine. Okay.
I was already blacked out.
That's fine, honey. Okay. Do you remember him telling you don't say shit? That phrase per se? Do you remember
Like,
that?
keep my mouth quiet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember seeing any other items in his hand?
No, I didn't want to look at him after the first time I looked at him, he shot me.
Okay, so he shoots you, you go down, you look at him, he shoots you again.
Yeah, and he tells me to keep my hands straight out.
Okay, were your hands going anywhere else at that point in
No,
time?
they were
They're out.
already straight out.
Okay. At any point in time, do you enter this residence?
No.
Do you get that back door open?
No.
Okay. I'm going to ask you again, and you can get frustrated with me, but I'm going to ask you. Do you come at Ian with any type of item or weapon?
No.
Okay. Were you trying to
Nothing.
harm him
No.
in any way?
No.
Okay. When you are on the ground, are you in fear for your life?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me what you were wearing that day.
Gray polos and
Gray polos. What do you mean?
gray polo shorts. Gray polo shorts. I'm nothing my polo shirt.
Okay, what color would your shirt have been? Do you remember?
Gray. I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay. Did you have a hat on?
Oh, Scully.
What's a scully?
My beanie cap.
Are you sure?
I don't know where it's at.
Or do you not remember?
Oh.
Okay. What about shoes? What kind of shoes would you have had on? Okay. Were you coherent enough to know if you would have gone at him with any type of item or weapon?
I wouldn't have just gone at him like that.
Okay. But what I'm saying is, you had indicated that you were high on marijuana.
Weed doesn't make you do that.
Okay, but I mean, is that everybody reacts differently? And you had said earlier in the day that you had taken Molly or whatever. Did you still feel the effects of that? Okay.
No.
So, does marijuana make you black out and you do things that you don't remember?
No.
Okay. I'm going to show you a picture of a subject, and I want you to tell me if you know who this subject is, okay?
Alright. That's Ian.
And who is Ian?
He's a fuckboy.
Okay. And what did he do to you?
He shot me.
Okay. And you laid eyes
on my
on
back.
And you laid eyes on this male that day.
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to put his name down there, or what you know him as, and I need you to sign that. Okay? You can, just watch your... I know it's upsetting. I'm sorry, hon.
What do you want me to do? Just write his name?
Just write his name, and then I need you to sign it. Put the date, which is going to be the 13th. Today's the 13th, 8/13/15. Okay, thank you.
I forgot to put the 8. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
It's okay. It's no big deal.
Oh, God damn. That was like the slightest little pressure, but it still hurt, though.
Alright, hold on to all this stuff so nothing
You still
falls
need
on
it?
you.
Alright, let's get back to him.
Yeah, that's fine. I just don't want it to fall on you. Okay. Detective Coleman, do you have...
I do have some questions.
Why'd you need my signature?
You're identifying him?
Alright.
Listen, my stuff's gonna sound pretty redundant. A lot of it's just kind of backtracking over everything that I've been listening to, okay? Just real quick. You referred to Ian originally in the beginning of the statement as a buddy.
Yeah.
Because you guys had hung out before? It won't pick up the head nod, so that's a yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How often, or how many times, if you had to guess?
Stand by just one.
Hello.
Hi, just so you know, we are on tape, sir. Recording the statement at this point in time.
I will come back
If-
in a few.
Can you give us about 10 minutes? Is that
No
okay?
problem, thank you.
Okay.
I thought it's a family issue or something
okay.
that I can interrupt, but
That's-
finish what you gotta finish, I'll come back.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
How many times would you say you've hung out with Ian?
When I first met him, we used to go there like every weekend.
So, more than 50 times? Less than 50?
Less than 50 times there.
Maybe.
Almost close to 50 times.
Almost close to 50 times,
Yeah.
okay. So enough that if the two of you were to see
If
each
you were to
other
see
out
my
and
face, you would know me.
Yeah, okay. Alright. And I know you kind of covered this, but this address that you went to that day, how did you find out that he was living there?
My brother?
So this was a conversation you had with your brother about where Ian went?
Where he went?
Where he lives now?
Yeah.
Okay, how did that come to play?
I don't know. I think my brother brought it up.
Was it because you guys were talking about the guns? that
Yeah,
owed
he
him?
was on his feelings and shit. I should have just stayed to myself. I shouldn't have. I should have just been like, bro, you deal with it, bro.
So Ian came up in the conversation because your brother was angry that he got ripped off.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long ago did he get ripped off?
I'm not too sure.
Okay. And it was just for the 2 firearms?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what the deal was with that?
Not too sure on the deal.
Okay.
So.
But I will talk to him.
Did your brother say, look, why don't you go get my stuff for me, or did you offer to get it for him, or how did that work?
I offered it.
You said why don't you take me by, Ian?
Yeah, and I'll handle that for you.
Okay.
And I'll just try to get it for you. More, actually,
Okay.
more like that.
Now, when you said that you were going to get it for him, how were you going to get it for him?
I was just gonna ask him.
Okay.
And if he wasn't home, I was just gonna go in and get it.
Okay.
So I'm sorry.
No, Jonathan, I want you to be honest. That, believe me, that goes a long way.
My honesty makes me feel like I'm gonna go to jail.
Well,
We'll
your honesty
cross
looks
that
a lot
bridge.
better
Yes.
on you when you come forward with it. Okay, because it shows. One, it shows a level of remorse for what's done. Okay, and it's accepting responsibility for something that you were doing, and that's that goes a much further way than lying. Okay, because it's just like she said in the beginning. We're going to ask you questions that we know the answers to. And some of that is testing you to see if you're going to tell us the truth. That's okay. Go ahead and take your time. You good? Okay. Had you and Ian, have you guys ever had a falling out? Have you ever had a fight?
Me and Ian?
Yeah.
No, not that I know of. I did confront him about him watching my brother get jumped.
Okay, so you did confront him about that?
Yeah, but I was all nice about it. I was like, I understand. You could say like, that's your best friend, but you're gonna stand there while your best friend's getting jumped.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that doesn't add up to me. I think you're not a friend.
When did that confrontation take place?
That's the day I got back from Miami, and I think I wanted to go hang out and go to the pool.
This most recent time?
No, that was back
before.
Yeah.
How many years ago do you think?
4.
But your brother's been friends with him since then.
Yeah, he's been friends with him since. He didn't drop the whole ordeal. He put it in his head like, oh yeah, he's just some soft ass kid, bro, but he's a good kid, man. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So you still hung out with him within that 4 years?
Yeah,
with Ian?
Yeah, because that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you're gonna say. So how you feel about it, then all right.
Sure.
So you and Ian never got into a physical fight or anything like that? I mean,
it really takes me. I'm not a physical person. Okay. It really takes me a lot to really just even want to put my hands on anybody. You really gotta piss me off. I'm not like that.
So what was the outcome of that argument then, or the confrontation? When you asked him about that?
He tried to play it off like, oh, I was inside when it started. Mm-hmm. And I remember like this was yesterday. He sounded so pie. He's like, bro, I was inside when it happened, but as soon as I came outside, you know, I was pushing people off, and then my brother jumped in and was like, bro, no, you didn't, bro, because I was fighting like 4 people by myself. Why I watched you stand there. And then I turned to this dude and I'm like, bro, why'd you have to lie to me? Like, come on now, look how big you dudes are, you feel me? Like, you guys probably could have ran these skinny dudes. They really thought they were wiggers, I guess. I don't know what they thought they were. You know, me and my brother probably would have ran them. But I know I could take a few people by myself. Not now. I'm fucking paraplegic. That's my fucking life. A paraplegic is somebody they can't feel their legs, right? You know what I mean?
Well, they can't use one set of their limbs. That's correct. And quadriplegic would be all 4.
All 4.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So let's say if you would have run into Ian on this day, you know, prior to what occurred, what would you have said to him about the gun
situation?
Yeah.
No, actually, I probably wouldn't even walk up to him. I probably would have just let him be, because knowing that he does have guns on him all the time, he probably would shoot me again. If he wants you to do it again.
No, I'm not saying now. I'm saying before then. I'm saying before, like, let's say that you would have got to the house, he was home, you knocked on the front door, he opened the door, and said, what do you want? What would you have said to him?
What do you mean?
As far as your brother's guns?
Oh, can I just get my brother's guns back, please?
Okay.
That's how I would have said it.
How do you think he would have handled that?
I don't know. I guess that was a way to see how it plays off.
Okay.
Would you have fought him Fisticuffs if you needed to? Fist to fist?
Yeah. Straight hands, yeah.
Do you think he would have tried to do that to you?
No, he's a pussy.
Okay.
He had to bring a gun.
But you knew when you were going over there that he had guns.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you were going in there to get guns. You'd made a mention too.
Try to get those guns back, but it wasn't gonna happen. Okay. I know I made the biggest mistake ever.
Okay. You'd made a mention earlier that you thought he had a safe in there, correct?
Yeah. It was just like a thought, you know what I'm saying? You thinking someone has guns.
Right.
If I'm gonna have a gun, I'm gonna have like a little safe for it or something, you know.
Okay.
With a little.
But he never said that he had one?
No.
Okay. Alright. I just want to make sure on that. Now, originally.
He probably did, though.
I know the story kind of changed there at the end, but originally you said that when you went down, when he shot you, that you had something underneath you.
Yeah, but that's when I went back to saying I switched everything up.
I understand that.
Because that's when we were talking about
the pry tool.
Yeah, they used that tool to pry the door open.
Okay.
And that tool was only used for when I tried to, and then I just set it back on the table and walked off.
You said you set it down and you had moved on to something different, right?
Yeah, I lied two times. So, but I caught myself and
Well, just to make sure, right now we're telling the truth. Everything's out there. Yeah. Everything's good. You had already set that tool down?
Yeah, on the table by the door.
After you set that one down, what did you pick up next?
I didn't pick nothing up next. When he was outside, when he came outside and started shooting at me?
Basically, I'm just doing a quick walkthrough of what occurred. You went to that back door.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, what'd you do? You jiggled the handle at that point, or you knocked on the door? What'd you do?
I knocked on the door, and he didn't answer. I did try to jiggle it, and it didn't open. Tried to pry it open with the little thing.
Okay, did you already have that thing in your hand at that point?
Yeah, but he didn't open the door.
So when you walked up and knocked on it and tried the handle, you had the pry tool?
No, I didn't have that in my hand.
Okay, so you knocked,
yeah, and then I looked around and I found that. It's sitting there. So let me just try to open it with this.
Okay, so you tried it with that.
Yeah.
No success, obviously.
No. Threw it back down on the table.
Then you tried something different, correct?
Not that I believe, because I picked up the scissors, the big old scissor things, but those weren't gonna work, or they would have broken.
Did you slide them in and figure that out?
Not that I remember. Honestly, I really don't remember putting
So it's possible, you just don't recall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay. Do you remember what you did with the scissors, the shears?
I threw them back there.
Where's
right
that?
Right next to them. Right through the freaking.
Okay. What do you do at that point?
I walk off.
Okay, you walk off, and then what?
I got shot.
Okay. How did you know you were shot?
It's a loud bang, man.
You heard the bang?
Yeah, a loud bang, and you felt it.
You felt it?
Yeah.
What did it feel like?
It felt like freaking raising bullets going through my back.
Had you ever been shot before?
Never.
Okay. Was it a hot sensation?
It was a hot sensation.
Okay. And
it was just the worst thing ever.
The way you said you went down at that point?
Yeah, I went down automatically.
Okay. Could you see Ian at all?
When I got down on the ground. No, when I got down on the ground, I turned around to look, and then he told me to put my hands up. No, I think he shot me first, and then I turned around to tell him that, can I adjust real quick, because I'm in pain. Yeah, that's what, because he did shoot me out of nowhere. And then I turned around and told him if I could adjust, and then my hands are out like this the whole time, just lying there. And then I look at him, and then he says, no, keep your hands out, and he shoots me again.
Okay. Do you recall seeing your knife fall out of your pocket?
No, I wasn't even thinking about the knife.
Okay, you don't remember seeing the knife laying there at all?
I don't even think about none of those.
Okay.
And it seems like the knife was still clipped on my pant pocket. And the little one didn't have a clip, so that one probably must have fallen out when I fell on the ground.
Did you ever move your hands down towards your side or any of this while he's yelling at you?
No, straight up.
Okay. At this point, you were pretty certain that he was going to shoot you if you moved.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question real quick. You had said that you, prior to this, you had thought he possibly had a safe.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you going to get in that safe once you get inside that house?
I probably wouldn't have.
Okay. Did you think about that?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Just a question.
I probably wouldn't have. I'm not that smart.
Do you remember what you were saying to him when he told you to keep your mouth shut?
Can you tell me to keep my mouth shut?
You said, before in your statement, you said you remembered him telling you to keep your mouth quiet, however the wording was.
No, he was like, I can't remember.
Okay. Did he threaten to kill you?
Yeah.
Did you threaten that you were going to kill him?
No. I don't have a gun.
But you can kill someone with other weapons.
I'm not going to bring scissors to a gunfight. You know?
Did you ever open those shears up?
No.
Wide?
No.
Did you try to hit him with those shears?
No.
Okay.
No. I didn't try none of that. I was already laying on that ground, shot. In pain.
When he threatened to kill you, did you plead for your life? Did you say anything?
Yeah, no. I was just like, yo, what's going on? Like, calm down. I can't remember exactly what I was telling him. But
Take a minute, man.
I was just trying to reason with him.
Fair enough.
That's about it.
Did you ever say anything like, hey, it's me, Jonathan, you know, I thought we were friends, anything to identify yourself?
No. But I know you recognize me. You gotta recognize me. I've seen you so many times, man.
Right. But
But
he never said anything to
him and
indicate?
Anthony had something going on that I didn't know about because he was just upset.
So you kind of got thrown into the mix.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, partially by your brother. Why is your brother saying that he dropped you off at Easy Street in 41 at the gas station?
He never dropped me off at Easy Street in 41. He dropped me off right in front of the house.
Okay.
Right in front of the house because I didn't know where the house was.
Did you have anybody with you?
By
Besides
myself.
him? No, I mean besides him.
My brother?
Yeah.
No, it was just me and him.
Okay. All right, Jonathan. Everything you told me been the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
That's fine.
Okay. If you could go back, would you do this again? No? Okay. You feel bad for what took place?
Yeah.
Okay, honey. All right.
I just want all this to be done with.
I understand.
I don't want nobody else getting hurt. You know, I really do learn my lesson.
Do you feel that Ian is a danger to society?
Maybe if you just gave somebody a warning, knowing that, you know, that I do have a gun, yeah, man, that kid will blow somebody's brains out, man. I don't know.
So he never gave you the warning, or you never saw the gun?
No, I didn't.
He never said, get down on the ground?
No.
Okay. All right, hon. I'm going to conclude the statement. Have we promised you anything or threatened you in any way in reference to giving this statement?
No.
Okay. Do you feel that we've treated you fairly during this investigation? Yes. Okay. I'll conclude the statement. The time is now 2:32 p.m. on August 13th, 2015.
Hey Sheriff County, this is Sheriff County COPWATCH. I am using any video here with under fair use if you have criticism, reporting, teaching, etc. And please donate. I do not make money from YouTube, and there are different ways to donate in the video links. Thanks.